The alarm clock.
Ha! It didn't ring again. Nolik, let's go fix the alarm clock. Simka, wake Tom Thomas up.
Tom Thomas, get up! Tom Thomas! Hey, you'll be late for school. Tom Thomas, get up already! This is really something. And where's the battery in here?
No, this is an old mechanical alarm clock. It doesn't work with a battery. It uses a spring.
How's that work?
People wind up the spring tightly, and then as it slowly unwinds, it turns the gears, which turn the hands of the clock.
Achoo!
Oh!
What?
The alarm clock broke. Let's hurry and get you washed up.
Tom Thomas, are you just getting up?
Dad, the alarm clock didn't go off. It's broken.
Here's the problem. It won't turn because the feather's stuck in the gears. Nolik, help me.
Papas! What's going on?
It looks like it's an earthquake. Huh, it really is broken. About time to throw out this old piece of junk. Tom Thomas, I'm off to work. Don't be late for school.
I won't.
Where are we?
In the trash can.
And what's gonna happen to us?
Well, you see, Nolik. People throw out broken things without a second thought. Even appliances that can still be fixed end up in the trash all the time. And the trash is taken to a horrible, deadly place called the dump. If a Fixie happens to be inside a broken appliance, he will come face to face with great danger. Once, my uncle got thrown into the dump buried inside an old TV. He barely managed to jump out of the bulldozer's path, and it was a miracle he didn't end up in the incinerator. After that, he just roamed around the huge dump, trying to fix anything. He became totally crazed. Good thing the Fixie rescue squad managed to find him and bring him back home. I don't want to scare you, but we might be taken to the dump, my boy.
Papas, I'm scared. Huh? Where is the alarm clock?
Maybe my dad took it to get fixed.
But Nolik and Papoose are in there.
Now just a little bit further.
I don't want to go to the dump.
No tears. There's only one way out of here. We need to fix the clock and make it ring.
But how?
Inside the clock, there is the main spring, and there's also a second spring. The second spring is held still by a brake, and so it waits. When the little hand reaches the time the alarm was set to go off, the spring jumps off the brake, and the gears are free to start turning. That makes a little hammer beat the cup of a bell very, very quickly. And that's how an alarm clock rings.
So this feather is stopping the gears and not letting the hammer strike the bell.
Exactly. I'll start rocking the gear back and forth, and you tug it. And 1, and 2, and 3.
Tadish!
Simka, I think I can hear my alarm ringing.
Run to the sound, quickly!
Uh-huh. Someone turned the alarm off.
Whoa! And here comes that earthquake again! Nolik! I'm here! Nolik! We fixed the alarm clock. So what was wrong with it? A feather got jammed in the gears. And how could a feather get in a clock?
Oh, it's probably from when I put the alarm clock under my pillow, so it wouldn't wake me up.
Huh, so you mean because somebody doesn't like to get up in the morning? We almost ended up at the dump? By the way, if that somebody doesn't hurry off to his school soon, he'll be late.
Oh, you're right, huh?
The fan.
Pass him on the left.
Step on it.
Now pass him on the right.
Look out for the wall. Hit the brakes.
Why didn't you hit the brakes?
He was just too scared. What do you mean too scared? Something got into my eyes. Those were your hands. My turn. Let me show you how it's really done. Oh, what's wrong with the computer?
Oh, it's been really acting up for a while. It turns off by itself. It's no big deal. I just turn it back on.
I don't like this at all. Come on, Nolik. Let's go inside and take a look.
Just like people, machines can get sick too. They can get a very high temperature and even start coughing and sneezing. And if a machine or an appliance gets seriously sick, sometimes it can be too late to fix them at all. So wouldn't it be better if we could keep them from getting sick in the first place? Everybody knows that people who look after their health get sick less often and live longer. And the same goes for machines. Machines break less often and live longer if they're properly taken care of. That's why machines need to be checked from time to time and cleaned and oiled. And that's what's called preventive maintenance. And preventive maintenance is something that always should be kept in mind by humans and by Fixies.
What is that? What is what? Can you hear that? What are all those sounds? It's probably just, a Fixie eater that woke up.
What? What do you mean, Fixie eater?
Didn't you know that inside of some appliances there live horrible monsters? They love to attack Fixies and eat them up. And the smaller the Fixies are, the more the Fixie eater likes to eat them. Ha ha!
And how come you never told me anything about Fixie eaters before?
I didn't want you to get scared. All right, scaredy cat. Let's keep going.
Simka, where are you? Oh no, don't eat me, Fixie eater! Oh, Simka! Come over here! The sound was coming from here. Take a look. It's not a Fixie eater at all. It's just a fan.
Not just, Nolik. It needs our help. See how sick that fan is? Let's go and get it working right now. A computer can only run when all of its parts are working. And even though a fan looks like nothing more than a simple little engine with a propeller, the computer couldn't work without it. It has the very important job of keeping all of those other parts cool when they start heating up. It cools down the inside of a computer by blowing a stream of air. But if the fan gets dirty and starts working poorly, the computer might get overheated and turn off. Or it can simply break.
You have to turn off your computer.
How come?
I'll tell you later.
That part's done. Now we oil it.
Let me try.
All right.
It's oiled up.
Just like your nose.
Tom Thomas!
Turn it on!
Tidish! And then suddenly, I hear this terrible roar of a Fixie eater. But I wasn't scared one little bit.
and I just ran right into the battle.
And Simka?
Oh, she was hiding somewhere. You know, she's a girl, and they're all cowards. So I had to fight the monster all by myself. Ah!
Oh, I guess that was an example of how girls hide like cowards when they're too scared.
Well, yeah.
Perpetual motion.
We're the first ones here. Nobody's too excited about learning today.
Hi there, Tweak. Hi there, Geek. Bye, Tweak. Bye, Geek.
We got school now. Where are you going?
Digit is taking a well-deserved day off. Huh? Take a look at what he made.
Wipers to clean glasses off? That's what he thought of? If you just make a thing like that, you can get off of school for a whole day?
Let me see you come up with something yourself.
Actually, we've been working on something already. Whoa!
You two were making your own invention?
Yeah, only it's cooler than your wipers.
How interesting. Can you bring it into class?
Yeah, tomorrow. No problem.
That'd be great. But for now, you've got a lesson. It is quite original. But yesterday, I gave you the day off class so you could get some rest, not keep working. By the way, I thought the twins were bringing in their new invention with them.
Here I am.
Where's Geek?
Geek will be here soon. But we don't have to wait. And here's our perpetual motion machine that I'll be showing you today.
Perpetuum mobile?
What?
Sounds very intriguing. I can't wait to see it.
Are you ready? Ta-da! Now we can go home, right?
No one ever invented a machine with perpetual motion. Just imagine how great it would be if we could have perpetual motion machines. You start the machine up once, and then it would continuously move heavy loads, push water through pipes, or create heat and light, all without ever stopping, charging, or refueling. Scientists have been trying to create this kind of machine for ages, but so far, they have never been successful. Because the very idea of perpetual motion goes against the laws of physics.
Stop trying to be so smart. Look, it's working, isn't it?
I gotta figure out how.
What's there to figure out? All that matters is that we promised, and we did it.
Examine it if you want. And Tweak, you're free to go.
But he'll break it if I go home now.
Well, then stay if you'd like.
I still don't get how they made this work.
Aren't you tired? You've been doing that for more than an hour.
You plugged it into an outlet. That's how you did it. Where's the wire?
It's your idea. You find it.
Uh-huh. It's probably got an air supply hidden somewhere on this thing. Or...
It turns on its own, Digit. How can you not understand that? On its own. You're wasting our time. Just stop already.
The wheel's starting to slow down.
You're seeing things. Are you done? Is the examination over?
It's hard to believe, but it looks like you really invented a perpetual motion machine.
It finally sunk in. Why don't you go tell the professor? And I am going home. What took so long? I really thought I would die. Next time you pedal. Relax, brother. We got out of class.
Geek, you kept going for a while in there. Inventors through the ages have aspired to create something brilliant that would bring them eternal fame, but it rarely happens. Since long ago, there's been the dream of inventing the Philosopher's Stone, a substance that could turn any metal into gold. Alchemists used to mix all sorts of things together in their attempts to create it. In ancient China, emperors desired an elixir of immortality that would let anyone who took a drink of it live forever. There were a lot of pretenders who would come to the emperor saying, "I have found the recipe for eternal life." But you and I know that this was just a lie, because that potion can't possibly exist in our world. A true scientist doesn't betray science just to become famous.
So that's how you got it working. Good hoax.
And for your effort, you two can still take the day off.
Right now, a couple of sick days is what I need. Oh.
And for your next project, how about making that potion for eternal life?
Give us 2 free days, and you can consider it done. Huh?
The present.
It's mine. Let it go. No way in the world. Tweak, geek, are you coming or what?
Do you still need our help with the notebook or not?
We can't do it now.
What's gotten into you?
Nothing got into us. Something came to us. We found a present. It's for me. No, for me.
Huh. Now we'll find out who this is for.
With love from Basia. That makes everything perfectly clear.
What isn't clear about it?
There's only one present, but 2 of you.
Because it's just for me. In your dreams, Tweak.
Well, I know who this present's for. For the one that Basia loves most of all.
Huh?
The very first presents were amulets. People gave them to each other for good luck. Rulers would give gold, spices, and fur to the neighboring tribes as a token of friendship. Sometimes an entire nation would do the same, like when the Statue of Liberty was given to America by the people of France. Today, there are other kinds of presents to give. For instance, a day at an amusement park, or a ticket to the theater or the movies, because experiences can be presents too.
And how do we find out which one of us she likes most of all?
Parents like kids who have good smarts.
Well, that answer's obvious.
Why don't we confirm it?
115. Oh, I got the same answer you did. So who's smarter?
Heh, neither of you. You're both wrong.
But that's my answer, too.
Don't you remember? You can't divide by 0.
Digit, you're so boring. Parents like strong kids, athletic.
Who's smarter or stronger? Who cares? Parents really love whoever is the prettiest.
Really? So which of us do you think is the prettiest? Verda, stop stalling.
What, you think it's so easy? You're identical.
That's all. I have had enough. I'm the one that found it, so this present's for me. What? There's no way.
Lipstick? Who's it for, if I may ask?
For the one of them that's the prettiest.
I guess that this was meant for you. I don't think so, Tweak. It must be yours, not mine. Just take it. Hey, you're the one who found it first.
Found what?
Basia? You know, we happened to find your present. It was by chance, only we don't understand. Why do we need this lipstick?
And who said that that's your present?
Who else would you give it to?
I gave this present to myself with all my heart.
Huh?
Well, today is my birthday after all. Did you forget about it? It's easy to bring some joy to your mom, grandmom, or sister on their birthdays. And you don't need to buy anything to do it. You can make a present all by yourself. For example, you can make a rose like this out of a paper napkin. First, you need to unfold it. Now, fold one side toward the center, but not all the way. And wrap the paper around 2 of your fingers. That will give you a cylinder. If you squeeze it, it will look like a flower bud. All that's left to do is tightly roll the second half of the napkin. That will be the stem. As you're doing that, fold a corner of the napkin up and you'll get a leaf. Beautiful. With a few of these roses and a bit of glitter, your birthday bouquet is ready to go. And your present won't wilt for a long time.
Basia, we just had a little peek. Your present from us is cooler.
Is that right?
We want to give you a wish. Yeah, you can make any wish you want.
Ooh, how nice. Do you remember how I asked you to fix the notebook? So, why don't you start with that?
Let's go, Tweak. Let's go, Geek.
We actually came over to help and to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dear Basia. Thanks so much. We were just wondering, which one of your boys do you love the most?
Is it the strongest or the smartest?
Or the prettiest? To tell you the truth, I love each of them as much as the other. They both are good in their own special way.
Dancing.
Noontime. I'm starting the experiment. Huh? Just what is making that racket?
Professor, check out this dance we're doing.
This is not a discotheque, it's a temple of science. You'll have to turn off that thing. All right, the readings are normal.
Dancing is something you can do anywhere. Professor, your attention, please. Have you ever noticed how your arms and legs just want to start moving all by themselves when some familiar music is playing? Uh-huh. We might start clapping our hands, stamping our feet, or swaying side to side. That's all part of dancing. Ancient tribes believed that dancing could change the weather or scare evil spirits away. Now, most people dance just for pleasure. It's not only fun, but good for our health, too, because dancing is like exercising to the music.
But you see, science and dancing don't mix.
Now I get it. The truth is that you don't know how to dance, right?
I'm sorry to tell you, but your assumption is entirely incorrect.
Yeah, sure. You're a dancing professor. Yes, of course you are.
Ooh, yes, the reaction's begun. Let it run a bit longer. Only no more than a minute. Cool dance?
Anyone can dance without music.
Well, then here we go.
I wish I had a big computer that is an enormous screen. I would stuff my big computer with more games than you've ever seen. Computer, 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 you are super. I play my computer and turn it up real loud. I play it all morning, all day, and in the nighttime. But no, that's not allowed.
He's got an interesting style, kind of vintage.
There are so many different kinds of dances in this world that it's hard to even count them all. For instance, the roundelay. In that dance, everyone holds hands with one another and walks in a circle. You can find a version of the roundelay in every culture. There are also dances for two, like the waltz, rock and roll, or cha-cha-cha. Some like to dance ballet, some hip-hop, and some tap dancing. As for me, I'm not bad at doing the twist. You start by twisting one of your feet, and now the other. Then you twist them both together. Well, what do you say? Shall we dance?
Computer, 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 you are super. I play my computer and turn it up real loud. I play it all morning, all day, and in the nighttime. But no, that's not allowed. I've got a dream that's burning, a dream that I will not forget. As soon as I become a grown-up, I'll live it every chance I get.
It's going to explode.
Computer, 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 you are super. I play my computer and turn
let's start the experiment for the second time. You two happy?
But you gotta admit, it was fun.
And not a word about that dance to anyone.
Professor Eugenius, where did you learn to dance so well?
Lisa, your eyes play tricks on you.
Only you twirled so nicely.
That was just my leg falling asleep. You know that science and dancing don't mix.
Right, of course not.
The 3D printer.
Woohoo! Geek, I'm faster. Sure about that, Tweak? Hey, how did you catch up? Tweak, we're twins, aren't we? Now we can go to school like all the other Fixies.
All right, let's give this a look. So we just hit
That
the
must be
button,
Professor
and then it's,
Eugenius. Uh-huh. And what do you think he's doing?
There's your copy, colleague.
It's hard to tell us apart.
I am sure your class will love it.
They're gonna love meeting their new classmates. Simka and Nolik and I haven't told anybody about them yet.
A surprise? That's exciting.
Only, shh, it's a secret, so keep it quiet.
Did you hear what he called us? Yep. So let's make it a real surprise. It's not easy being twins. Everyone mixes you up all the time. Anyhow, I'm Tweak. And I'm Geek. You think we're both the same? It's not true. Tweak, he writes with his left hand and is very ticklish. And Geek grabs his stomach when he laughs. Geek loves fooling around with computers. To find a bug in a program or outsmart a virus, that's his world. Tweak, he's a master of practical jokes. And together, we're a team that's always coming up with something new. Speaking of new, Geek and I, we've never gone to Fixie school before. It's true. Basio was homeschooling us. But when we met Simka and Nolik, we decided to give it a try. Ha! It sounds interesting. Although, I doubt we'll be here for long.
Hey, where is everybody?
Verda's on her way.
Simka and Nolik aren't coming today.
Hello, everybody.
Oh.
Hi there. I'm Fire. Are you a new student?
Oh boy, he's so scruffy.
I'm Tweak. I'm new here. Your school looks all right.
This Fixie school actually ranks at the very top.
I'd be happy to show you around here. I'm Tula.
Whoa, what is that? Are you telling us that you've never seen a manipulator?
I've seen one now.
How'd you get up there so quickly?
Where?
On the manipulator, wasn't it you?
Ha! Me? You're joking.
We saw you up there.
Ah, maybe it's my copy you're talking about.
What do you mean, copy?
That one, you see? It's walking over there by the jars.
Those are called beakers.
Huh? Sure, whatever. Oh, look, another one. And another, look.
That's unbelievable. How do you make them, Tweak?
With one of these things, right here.
With a 3D printer? That's just impossible. With the 3D printer, you can print just about any three-dimensional object. The first step is creating a computer model of the object and then loading the printing materials into the printer. Then the device figures out the rest by itself and starts, layer by layer, printing the object. With these kinds of printers, it's possible to print toys or parts needed to fix an engine or even prosthetics. But making living creatures like people or Fixies with a 3D printer is impossible.
I see, you're a smarty.
I'm Digit.
Well, I know something that you don't. Wait a sec, I'll show you. Ta-da!
No way! It's just like a real Fixie.
Like me?
Splendid.
So, I see you've already met our new students.
Professor, this one is in our class, and this one, he's only a copy made by the printer, or vice versa.
Quite a surprise, isn't it? A copy, you're telling me. The quality's great, only the head is a little off. But don't worry, we can reprint it.
Huh? Do what?
Class, get to work.
Hey! Stop! It was a joke! That's not a copy! It's my brother! I'm Geek, and he's Tweak.
Twin brothers for real? Splendid.
And we were about to shove you in there.
I told you that this was impossible.
It's time for class. Is everyone here?
Not quite yet.
The autopilot.
Now to the left. Now to the right. Straight forward. Tweak, has it been long since you started talking to your Fixie board? What's so funny? I'm trying to set up autopilot on my board. Then I can fly without steering. I'll tell it where to turn, and it'll do it. You don't have to tell the board where to turn when you have autopilot. Have you ever seen an airplane flying without a pilot? A train rolling without an engineer? Or a car without a driver? It really happens. There are some vehicles that have a special system called autopilot. If the driver wants to take a rest, he turns on the autopilot, and the vehicle goes by itself along a route preset by the driver. That helps the driver save his strength and not get lost if the journey is too long. That was a waste. I already know about that. But you just forgot. Uh-huh. You think that you're so smart, huh? Well, smarter than you are. No way, because my head's bigger by a lot. Let's check it. All right. Ha! Pretty small head there. Let me try. How about that? Geek, you don't know how to measure. You don't either. Look! Now we can measure for real. The ruler's not gonna work. Oh! We can use that marker cap. If one of our heads won't fit inside it, we'll know who's smarter. I thought of that before you said it, and I'll try it before you do. Don't you dare! Now it's your turn. We need something a little bit smaller. Like this? My head's too big for this, but it'll be just huge on you. Come on, pull it down. There's tons of room in there. There's no way my head can get inside this thing. Ha ha! I'm the winner!
No, it's not fair. You have to try again.
Quit acting so silly. You know you lost big time, Geek.
I'm not acting. I can't get this off. Help me out.
I can try to twist it.
No thanks. Any more bad ideas?
Get a saw and cut it off.
Is that really all that big head of yours can come up with?
We should run and get help from Basia.
Just brilliant. How am I supposed to run?
Fine. If you don't like any of my ideas, you think of some.
Fine. Here's one. I'll just get there by using my memory. It'll be like going on autopilot.
No, not that way. It looks like your autopilot's a bit broken.
Well then, you'll have to be my autopilot. Onward!
Many machines today have become quite automatic and quite independent. And I'm not just talking about airplanes with autopilots. At factories and stores, robots have been working alongside people for many years. The most advanced space vehicles travel through space all by themselves and explore other planets. There are some robots that can draw. write poetry, and even learn to play a musical instrument. Does that mean that soon smart machines are going to replace people everywhere? That's highly unlikely, because even state-of-the-art robots lack the most important ability, imagination, as well as the ability to feel, contemplate, or dream. These are all special things that robots can't be programmed to do.
Come on, just a little further. I never thought that being an autopilot would be so hard. And where is Basia?
I'm here. Geek, what did you put that thing on your head for?
We wanted to prove which one of us is smarter, and I won.
By getting him to shove his head in there. So smart. Really smart.
There's one thing I still don't get at all. How did you get your head in there?
The microwave.
Okay, children, for today's lesson, we're going to learn about the microwave oven. It's a very special appliance that people use to heat all sorts of different foods up.
Oh, wow. Is there any chance that we could get heated up here?
You'll find out about that too, if you'll pay attention, of course.
Whoa! Got it? Now listen carefully. I'm listening.
Of course, young Fixies go to school just like human kids, but their parents teach them a lot of important lessons, too. Fixie parents take their kids on tours of all sorts of different devices and teach them what Fixies can do to keep them working properly. They like to show them how the computers or televisions or gaming systems work, or any one of the many appliances they take care of inside of the kitchen, like the stove. Every once in a while, a new device appears in the house, something that the Fixies have never dealt with before. To learn how this new thing works, the Fixies gather together and read the instructions that the humans keep printing up, but almost never seem to take the time to read for themselves.
And so now it's time to look at the magnetron. That's what emits the microwaves.
Oh, and so the food absorbs the microwaves, and that's what heats it up.
That's right. And now, look carefully to your left.
Hooray! Freedom! Oh, Tom Thomas. What do you say? Want to watch cartoons?
I can't. I need to do my homework.
Then just do it quickly.
For some reason, whenever I start doing homework, I always get hungry for some food.
Then just eat faster.
No. The faster I eat, the sooner I'll have to start doing my homework. It already got cold. I need to go warm it up. 1 minute should be enough.
These aren't just ordinary wires. These are for...
Marcia, what's going on?
It looks like it might be an overload. The microwave might burn out.
Then we better run out of here.
What do you mean run? We need to save this microwave.
Simka and Marcia are inside.
Simka, I need your help. Tadish.
Oh, what's wrong with the microwave? It looks like it just broke.
Who cares if it broke? What matters is that Simka and Marcia aren't broken.
Look, there's no one here.
Of course not. We were behind the wall You wouldn't believe what happened in there. Oh, there you go. Tom Thomas, why did you put that fork into the microwave?
Why not? You mean I'm not allowed?
Remember, never put any metal objects into a microwave. If you put forks or spoons in a microwave, you can burn it out. And then not even a Fixie will be able to fix it. Even a thin metal border on a plate can cause serious problems. Also, never warm up food in sealed packages or bottles inside a microwave. And one last thing, don't even think of cooking eggs in their shells in there. They'll just explode.
Sorry, I didn't know any of that.
Nolik, and what were you thinking? Why didn't you warn Tom Thomas about this? Oh, today you skipped school. And now you don't know it either. Nolik, where are you going? I'm talking to you.
Oh, where else? I gotta go study all about microwaves.
And I'll go do my homework now.
But first you'll sit down and eat for a while, right?
No, I'm not gonna eat food. First I'll go and play some games for an hour or so.
The balloon.
No way! You'll miss for sure.
No problem.
Anybody can do that. But I bet you can't do it if you tried bouncing the ball off the floor first.
Just look. Oh, what are my parents gonna do to me? Maybe we should call Simka. Simka!
And what's Simka gonna do to us when she sees this?
So, got yourself in trouble, huh? You shouldn't be playing with a ball inside. And now we have your lamp to fix.
But how? Only my dad can reach all the way up there.
Why just your dad? You have a hot air balloon over there.
That doesn't fly. It's just a toy, see?
Well, it might be just a toy to you, but for us Fixies, it's absolutely real. If an object is lighter than water, it floats up to the surface. And in the same way, if something is lighter than air, it floats upward. Did you know that hot air is lighter than cold air? Well, it is. And that means if you warm up the air in a balloon, it will float up. Hot air balloons use special gas burners to heat up the air inside of them so they will get lighter. And the bigger the balloon, the more people it can take up into the air.
I know what you're saying, but where do we get a burner?
You think Fixies don't have their own burners?
Huh! Sure we've got them. Bring it down here, and I'll go talk to our parents.
No, no, and no. The human child must never see us.
Listen now, Simka. We already don't approve of him seeing you and Nolik.
He won't look. Papas, please. You're the one who told us how you dreamed of flying since you trained to go into space.
Yeah. For 2 years I waited on standby, but I never went up.
And you've never flown in a hot air balloon either, honey.
So let's call it a deal. I talked them into it. There's just one condition. You can't watch.
Okay.
You can come in now.
Now prepare the burner.
Coming right up. Permission for takeoff?
Permission is granted. And off we go!
Hooray! It's flying! Don't you peek. Turn around.
Oh, it was an accident.
I'm going to evaluate the damage.
Maintaining proper altitude.
So, they've reached the spot.
Air balloons are really awesome. I wonder, who figured out how to do that?
It was the Montgolfiers.
The hot air balloon was invented in the 18th century by the Montgolfier brothers from France. In those days, there were no gas burners, so they heated the air inside the balloon by burning straw. At first, there were no passengers on their balloon, Not counting the Fixies, of course. I mean, how else could a balloon get up in the air without them? Unfortunately, the names of the first Fixies who took that flight were not recorded in the annals of history. Following the Fixies' flight, the next passengers were animals: a ram, a rooster, and a duck. And it was not until those three safely landed after flying a full 4 kilometers that humans dared to fly in hot air balloons themselves. Ever since their invention, hot air balloons have also gone by another name, Montgolfiers.
Hooray! Tadish!
Tadish!
All right. Simka, please let your parents know that I'm so very thankful.
Okay, by the way, now you can turn around. You know, Simka, let's fly the balloon just like them. There's no way, Nolik. We would need to use the burner, and kids aren't allowed to play with fire.
I'll give you a ride. Look, I still need to put it back up on the shelf, so climb in and let's do it.
Brothers. Okay then, like brother and sister, Montgolfier.
The magnet.
Well, it looks like we need a pack-a-mat.
Where did this screw come from?
Ouch!
Papoose isn't in there either.
It's awful. He's probably disappeared forever. It's already been 5 days.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna find him for sure. Yeah, we'll find him for sure. Let's go take another look in the kitchen.
But we already looked in there.
We'll look better this time. Let's go take a look in there. We looked so many times already.
Simka, Nolik, what do you keep searching for in here?
It's not a what, it's a who. Our Papoose is missing. We've been looking for him everywhere.
Oh, no.
He's probably already turned into a screw, because he doesn't have enough energy.
Maybe I could help.
Surely. Let's start with you picking us up. We're just exhausted from running.
In a dangerous situation, a Fixie can choose to turn into a screw. But sometimes it happens all by itself. For example, when a Fixie doesn't have enough energy. When this happens, the Fixie grows weak, gets sluggish, and then goes into hibernation, turning into a screw. This bad luck happens when a Fixie doesn't get charged up from being inside of a device. That's why Fixies always work inside of machines, so they can stay charged up with energy. Sometimes a Fixie that has grown weak and turned into a screw can get lucky. If a human happens to find him and screws him into an appliance, then the Fixie will be able to get energized and come back to life. Then he'll unscrew himself and run away, leaving the human wondering, where did that screw go? I know I screwed it in.
So, where should we look first?
What are you looking for in here, Tom Thomas?
Well,
And what do you have there in your hand?
Well, just some screws of mine.
Ah, I just found a screw not too long ago. Maybe it's one of yours.
Probably. Where's it now?
Here, take it, and don't leave them lying around.
Should I turn myself around now so your papoose can turn back into himself?
He's been lying in there for a week already. He doesn't have the energy to turn back into himself.
Then what's next?
We have to screw him into some device, you know, so he will get his energy back.
Okay, but which one's papoose?
All of these screws in here look like papoose. We'll use a magnet.
How come? All of the screws will just get lifted up together.
First of all, not every kind of metal is attracted by a magnet. It's an easy thing to see for yourself. Just get a magnet. You probably have one in your house on the refrigerator. Try moving it close to different metal objects you have around the house, like a spoon or nails or coins. You'll notice that some of the metal objects are pulled very strongly by the magnet, while some of the metals are pulled a bit less. And then there will be some metal things that aren't attracted to the magnet at all.
Got it. And the second thing?
Well, the second thing, we Fixies aren't attracted to that magnet one bit when we turn into screws.
Let's give it a try. Here, I found him. And now we'll screw him in. I wonder, are there any other Fixies in here?
We're not enough for you or something?
Not at all, I just wonder. Nothing. Oh, and the screw went away.
How about that? He already got charged up and unscrewed himself.
Why don't you take a little rest after such a big adventure?
No thanks, I've had plenty of rest. Anyway, it's something I've wanted to do for a very long time already.
The drain.
Hey, Nolik, come help me. The fan in the computer needs dusting.
Not right now. Me and Tom Thomas are painting a card for his parents' anniversary.
Oh, look, poor you. You must be so tired.
Hi, Simka. It's really great you're here. I have a question. 12th anniversary, is it spelled with an F or is it with a V?
You know what? First put down the number 12, and then put a dash on there, and then a TH.
Oh, right. But first I'll change the water. I'll be right back. Oh, Mama left her ring here. Whoa! No! Oh no, what have I done? I spoiled my mom and dad's special day.
Where? In the bathroom?
My mom's ring was lying there, and I dropped it into the sink, and now it's washed away.
There goes the day.
It didn't wash anywhere. Don't you know anything about how a drain trap works?
About a what?
A drain trap's a special curved pipe under the sink basin. Water flows out of the faucet and flows down into the drain trap, and after that it goes down to the sewer. But when you turn off the water, not all of it washes away. Some of it stays down in the drain trap. It's made that way so the smell from the sewer won't get back into the house. A ring is much heavier than water, so if you happen to drop it down the drain, it won't wash away. It will stay at the bottom of the drain trap.
Well, that means we still got a chance.
Yeah, but how in the world can we get it out of that trap?
Who knows? I don't know how to swim.
Don't worry, it's all under control. Do you have any thread?
Plenty of it.
Go get it, and I'll be back in a flash.
I can't fix it like this. I need my welder.
Papoose, I need to borrow your pack-a-mat for a little while.
Now that's a coincidence. I need to use it too.
Marcia, then I need to use your pack-a-mat.
What?
I'll bring it right back.
Hey, where are you going? Just watch what you're doing, dear.
Just like the name says, Fixies live to help machines and appliances. But machines are very big and Fixies are very small, so they can't get by without tools. Long ago, Fixies worked with just about anything they could find. Little feathers, threads, pins, but now they have backpacks called pack-a-mats. Inside a pack-a-mat are all sorts of tools. Just push the button and the Pack-O-Mat spins around, quickly shooting out a hook, or a magnet, or even a parachute. Every adult Fixie has their own Pack-O-Mat. But before children can get them, they have to go to school and study hard, and then pass an exam before they have the rights of a full-fledged Fixie. And it's only after all of that that young Fixies get their own Pack-O-Mats.
And what? You're going down there with just that on?
Not just like this. Yeah, like that.
Huh?
She was just saying, when I tug on the thread, you need to pull me up.
I got it.
He just said, I got it. She said she doesn't need me to repeat what you say.
Simka, Nolik, thank you. You really saved the day.
That's what Fixies are for. I said that's what Fixies are for.
Tom Thomas, who are you talking with in there?
Oh, your mom came back.
No one. Hey, can you turn back into Fixies? I gotta ask you a question. I forgot. Should I write 12th anniversary with an F, or do I write with a V?
Just write the number.
You're right.
The photo editor.
Good. Now turn. Give me a smile. Uh-huh.
I hope I look really good in these.
Stop worrying, Verda. You're in the hands of a professional.
Aren't I a little pale in there?
What do you mean pale? You'll look nice and green.
Only I want to be striking.
Is that better?
Tell me how you did that.
I got a cool editing program here. Taking a good picture is only part of making a great photograph. To make a photo look its best, you need to work on it. That's where a photo editing program comes in. It has so many tools. With the help of an editor, it's possible to crop pictures, change the lighting, get rid of unwanted objects, or add something that wasn't in the photo when it was taken. Basically, you can make all sorts of crazy things. The only limitations are your imagination and skills. If you want, I could make your eyes bigger.
You can really do that?
I can make you real jewels out of all your photographs.
Class! Then give me long eyelashes. That'll be pretty.
How about a crown, too? I think it looks great.
Oh, Fire, you're a real pro, aren't you?
Only I'll need some time to get it done. You know, it's a creative process.
I get it, Fire. Of course, I'm not going to be a bother.
And tell everybody else they should come check out my super-duper photo studio.
When will the photos be done?
Patience. You'll see them as soon as they're ready. Now don't disrupt my creativity.
Now that's a professional artist.
Well, maybe I should make them even bigger. Is that enough? No, the bigger the better. Now they'll finally say what a talent I am.
No word from Fire? Not yet. Having to create is hard. Hey, you want to bet that my photograph will be the coolest? What makes you think that? Because that's what friends do.
But I'm the one who discovered his talent.
What a braggart.
Oh, our photos are ready.
Come on, let us see, let us see.
What? That's not me.
A royal clown.
like? Are those supposed to be my muscles?
Let me look at that.
Oh, who is that tadpole?
Is he making fun of us?
Well, cool, right?
So what? You think that I look like a clown?
And what am I? Macaroni or what?
And do those really look like arms to you on there?
And my body doesn't look like that.
Come on, you gotta be kidding me, guys. I did just what you asked.
But you made us look terrible.
No, I didn't. I'm an artist, and that's how I see you.
You know what, Mr. Artist? Don't do what you don't know how.
Turn them back to what they were before.
At least we'll look like us in there.
I should even take off the crown? If that's what you want. You're so boring.
The art of photography began way back in the middle of the 19th century. In those early days, it took around 8 hours to produce one picture. But even with all that time, the photos looked rather blurry and had defects. Photographic artists would touch up the photographs with paint in order to conceal the spots and scratches. Some of these artists even developed techniques where they scraped off parts of the photos and then painted whatever they wanted on top of them. Nature, outlandish animals, and all sorts of fantastic things. It was very difficult work. When digital photography was invented, it became much easier to fix a picture. Just load a photo into a photo editor and edit away. Now the challenge is trying not to go overboard.
You want it, you got it.
Now we're talking. Splendid. Nobody needs that photo editor.
Only, I'm looking a bit small in there.
It would have been fine if you'd left my eyes a little bigger.
And I was a little taller. I like my photo just as it is. Except you could change how you did this back. Then what do you say? Can you
In
make
my
it
eyes, you can make them bigger.
Come on, Fires. It was
Give me a
last
little
time.
more muscle.
But
Don't
don't
go
do
crazy.
And a new background would look just great.
You're never gonna be satisfied.
The electric kettle.
That's 4. Come on, Tom Thomas, just one more. Come on now, Tom Thomas. I know you can do it.
5.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. No, your chin was below the bar.
Whew, that's all. I can't do anymore.
You weakling.
You're the weakling. I'm not. I just haven't eaten in a while, and that's why I lost my strength.
You're a slave to food, Tom. And you see, that's the difference between us Fixies and you humans.
Many people wrongly assume that the only way Fixies could live is by stealing food off of humans' tables. Or worse yet, by stealing it from their refrigerators. That's just a lie. It's not true at all. Fixies don't eat any kind of human food. So then where in the world do the Fixies get their energy, you're wondering? It's very simple. A Fixie's entire life is connected with devices. Fixies not only live inside of devices, but they take care of them and help them live longer. And in return for their help, these devices share part of their energy with the Fixies. So there you go. The Fixies help devices, and devices help the Fixies. Yes, we Fixies and machines have a symbiotic relationship. So we don't eat leftovers like cockroaches, because we're Fixies.
1, 2, 3, load! How's it possible that a big boy like you doesn't know how to make any food for himself?
I'm able to cook, but I'm not allowed to turn on the stove.
What can you make without it?
Oh, yes. We have instant oatmeal. Look.
Do you like oatmeal?
You're joking. Only my folks say oats are healthy and make you stronger.
Great. Well, then how do you cook it?
It's not hard. All you gotta do is add hot water, and I'm allowed to turn on the kettle.
Stop and check if there's water in there. If there's none, you can burn out the kettle.
It's got enough.
Then you can turn it on.
Hey, tell me, how does the kettle turn off? I mean, how does it know when the water's hot enough?
Inside of an electric kettle, there's a heater hidden underneath its bottom. When you turn on the kettle, the heater warms up the water until it boils. And the boiling water gives off steam that heats up a special metal plate at the top of the kettle. The heat causes the metal plate to bend, and that turns off the switch. So you could say that an electric kettle feels when the water's boiling.
Okay, now I understand.
Hey, why do you need 3 bowls? You don't need to make any oatmeal for us.
It's not for you guys. It's for my mom and dad.
Start out here. No! Keep pouring into this one. And I say pour it here. And I say first you should pour it into mine.
Oh, Nolik, where are you?
I'll find him. Hang on, I'm going in. Ah! Simka!
She was right over here.
Nolik!
Over here.
Simka!
Here.
Nolik!
There.
Ow! Hey, where is your other boot? It got lost. Up there in the oatmeal. That must be your parents. Let's get out of here.
Hey, and what about your shoe?
Don't worry, I got another one.
Hi, Tom Thomas, we're back. You must be hungry. We'll make you something to eat.
But I already prepared us some food. And the water's already hot. Wash your hands.
Tom Thomas, don't touch that kettle if it's hot. I don't want you to burn yourself. So today we're eating oatmeal for dinner. Delicious.
Maybe you have something else?
Why something else? You're the ones that say that oatmeal's great for you and that it makes us stronger.
Well, yeah, that's what we say.
I'm glad that our son pays such careful attention.
Isn't it delicious?
Really? Huh. What's that?
Oh, look, you found the boot, Dad.
What?
It's nothing. Just eat your food and don't get distracted. I'd like to see that oatmeal all gone, okay? And whoever doesn't finish won't get any candy.
The spare part.
Hey, what's going on? It was just working.
Hi there, Tom Thomas.
Simka and Nolik. Look, I've got a problem.
Sorry, no time to play. We're busy.
Busy? With what?
We got put in charge here for the day. We even get to use one of the pack-a-mats. Papoose and Marcio went out to visit our Fixie friends. Papoose used to be with them at the Space Center years ago.
Ever since he was a boy, Papoose dreamed of going into space. And why not? Fixies work on rockets, too. He even got a job at the Astronaut Training Center. He was put in charge of the centrifuge, and he made sure it worked perfectly. The centrifuge is a sort of very fast carousel for training astronauts. And Papoose trained inside of it, too. Unfortunately, Papoose never knew the rocket was scheduled to fly on his day off. And when he found out, it was too late, and the rocket blasted off without him. Since then, Papoose hates his days off. But he still longs to fix something like that centrifuge. You know, something turning around like a washing machine. Too bad for Papoose that the one in his house seems to keep working perfectly fine.
So that means today you fix everything?
Uh-huh.
Well then, it's your lucky day, because my car just broke down.
Hooray! We've got work to do. Nolik, let's go! Well, what broke down here? Wait a sec. Here, this part burned out. It's all covered in black. I wonder where we can get the same part, but a clean one. A clean one? Nolik! Genius! There's the same exact part inside the dishwasher. We can take it from there. Come on! Do you have any idea how all these parts are connected to one another? With this thing right under you. It's a special part called a circuit board. A circuit board's made like this. First, the board gets covered with a thin layer of metal. Then, paths are laid onto the board where the electricity is going to flow. After that, all of the extra metal is washed off of it with a special cleaning liquid, leaving the metal paths that were drawn on the board. These paths work just like wires to connect the parts on the board to each other. And then all that's left to do is attach those parts to their places on the paths. Pull it! Tadish! Tom Thomas, Tadish!
Hooray! It works again!
Tom Thomas, I'm about to start the dishwasher. Are there any dirty dishes in your room?
Nah.
Slow down!
Slow what down?
Slow down your mom. We took the new part out of the dishwasher, see?
Mom, wait! Don't start it! You need to put in this one, dirty cup.
Nolik, follow me. Inside the TV's the same part. Now back to the dishwasher. We barely made it. We grabbed the part from the TV in the living room.
Not the TV, my mom's favorite program is about to start.
The television is working now.
And where'd you get the part for it?
From your dad's computer in his office.
Hi, everybody. I'm home.
Hi, hon. Are you ready for dinner?
In a bit. I've got to finish a little work on the computer.
Simka, hurry! Where else can we find that part?
Stop. That's enough running. Here, take it back from the car.
And then we put the part back into the computer and it started working again.
Oh, that was really silly.
Remember, you little experts, never repair any device at the cost of another one.
I understand now. And I understand.
If you were smart, you could have taken the part out of the old radio in the closet.
Papoose, but you know the radio wouldn't work then.
That old thing hasn't been working for years.
Marcia and I have pulled out half those parts already.
The hook.
Woohoo! Simka, look out! Geek, why did you hook the Fixie boards together?
Because it's fun to fly in a train. Anyhow, I'm Tweak. Geek's over there. Hello.
You really must learn the proper way to use things. You agree?
How can we do that?
If you start coming to our school, you'll find out.
And when can we start?
Well, that depends. First, your parents and I have to meet.
How about today?
Good.
Oh, yeah. Hooks are not something to count on. Ugh.
Actually, they're counted on every single day. Hooks are not just for hanging up keys and coats. At a construction site, you can see hoisting cranes using hooks to move heavy loads. Fishermen use fish hooks, and mountain climbers use special kinds of hooks with a lock called quicklings. With some yarn and a crochet hook, you can make a beautiful scarf. In the movies, pirates often have a hook instead of a hand. And that's not all. Even the beaks and claws of some birds are hooked to make it easier for them to eat and hold on to branches.
Irons, phones, and toasters, MP3s and TV screens.
Are you all right?
You've got to be kidding me.
My apologies.
So, how many other Fixies have you gotten with this hook?
What? That isn't mine.
Looking at you, one would think you're a respectable Fixie.
Oh, really? Well, someone your age shouldn't be a daredevil in the air.
Huh. So you're saying I'm old, is that it?
Yeah, not exactly.
That's enough, mister.
My, how they tie this up. Wait a second,
you again?
it's you? How did you end up in here?
It looks like I missed a turn. Actually, where am I?
Well, you're in a laboratory.
Let me guess what you're doing here. You happen to work here, right?
You're quite observant.
At least one of us is. Don't you see I need help?
I could get you out if I used the hook, but I'm pretty sure you'd rather I didn't.
Just do it. Please learn the proper way to use things now, will you?
And I'm so glad to see you as well.
Did you already have your meeting?
With whom?
You said that you needed to meet with our parents. Basia!
Basia?
Children?
You mean you're the parent of these boys?
What? And you're actually the professor at that school for Fixies? Ha! What an outrage.
I believe you forgot something.
So this was your concoction. Ha! Chips off the old block. And generally on their very best behavior.
You mean like you are, their grandma?
A lot of Fixies are real homebodies, but not me, not this Basia. I've spent my life moving from one place to another. I've been all over the world. When I lived in Paris, I screwed into one of the legs of the Eiffel Tower as it was being built. And in Great Britain, I fixed a tea kettle for the Queen of England herself. It was lots of fun, although sometimes I did feel lonely. But then everything changed the day I found a pair of gears at a dump. They were a little rusty, but quite nice, and a totally matching pair. I cleaned them and put them into a mechanical clock, and then kaboom! They turned into Geek and Tweak. Now we live all together as a happy family in a human apartment. But we might not stay for long, because we're always on the lookout for our next adventure.
It looks like Grandpa's hooked you in with that hook now, didn't he?
Yeah, quite literally.
I hope you'll remember that it was I who saved you with this thing.
It was funny. I was thinking to myself, who's this mean old man that's dragging me?
And with all that yelling of yours, I thought I'd go deaf.
And what about Fixie School? Can we start going there?
Why not? There must be a thing or two you could learn from the professor.
But please, without the jokes, okay?
We can't guarantee that, but we'll give it our best.
Teach!
The toothbrush.
Once I finish you, my top secret growth potion, I will create my own giant canine crew! And then I'll rule the... Whoa!
Wow, this is super. You're better than a TV show. Oh yeah, it's fun, but it's gonna end badly.
Tom Thomas, get ready for bed.
I'm going, Dad. But first, my secret recipe. We start with a bit of carbonatorous. And now a little bit of bread and butterous. And finally, beard of foamerous. Chusaka. Don't be afraid. Drink, my baby. And you'll grow 10 times your size. What? It doesn't taste good? Oh, right. I forgot it needed stirring. This hypersonic mixer will do the trick.
Tom Thomas, you shouldn't use what doesn't belong to you. That's your father's toothbrush. Ah! Hey, cut it out! You're acting crazy. Bubbles! Hey, boom, boom, boom!
Uh-oh.
You said it. Uh-oh. You, Tom Thomas, are a big boy, but your brain is smaller than Nolik's. Why, thank you. Just go put the toothbrush back in its place, like you never touched it.
Nah, that's not right at all.
Tom Thomas, what's up?
I'm almost done, Dad. Simka and Nolik, please, I really need your help.
No panicking. First, we need to understand what could have broken inside of there. An electric toothbrush is really simple as long as you know these 3 parts. The battery, the motor, and a very clever mechanism that connects the motor with the bristles. The whole secret to the toothbrush is right in there. That mechanism uses the spinning of the motor to make the bristles move very fast back and forth, from left to right, from right to left. And that's how it brushes your teeth.
So what can we do about it?
Here's what we do. First, we take out the motor. Then we take the gears out. And then the mechanism.
How much time do we need to do that?
1 or 2 hours.
What? No!
Just listen here, Tom Thomas. You need to open up the battery compartment. Wait for me right here.
These are your teeth. Well, I mean, they're not your teeth, but you get what I'm saying. Nowadays, we use a toothbrush to clean our teeth, but it wasn't always that way. The ancient Egyptians used a chewed stick to scrape their teeth, while the ancient Greeks rubbed their teeth with a rag. And the Vikings, well, who knows what they used? And then, only 200 years ago, an Englishman named William Addis came up with something better. He drilled holes into a meat bone, inserted bunches of bristles into them, and there you go, the toothbrush. And here's what I need to tell you all as a Fixie. That is, as a master repairman. You need to make sure to brush your teeth often, especially after eating, or you'll be getting them repaired often at the dentist.
Well, is something wrong with the mechanism? No, it's fine. Is the motor burned out? No.
Then what's wrong with it?
You're not gonna believe it. But the battery died.
That's all? I know what to do. I'll put in new ones.
Your dad turned the toothbrush on. Looks like everything's fine. It's working.
Ooh, way to go.
Excellent. Your dad will never find out what kind of slop you mixed up with his brush.
What slop? How dare you, Nolik? How dare you refer to my mighty potion like this?
Tom Thomas, somehow soap got all over my toothbrush. Can you explain that? Ay, ay, ay.
Well, you got caught. What do you say now?
The refrigerator.
Good job. My homework is all done.
Tag, you're it. Haha, Tag, now you're it. Simka, I'm stuck. Help me. Just stay still. Oh, you're really stuck. Simka, we're not gonna leave me, right? We aren't. But I'm afraid, Nolik, you'll be stuck for a while. Tom Thomas! Help me!
What's going on?
Look, this blob of white stuff grabbed onto Nolik and it won't let go of him.
Oh, it's a piece of gum. It's my bubble gum.
Oh, thanks a lot, Tom Thomas. Now what's the plan to get me unstuck from here?
Here's what we do. It's gotta be frozen. Once I sat on gum too, and my mom put my pants in the freezer. The gum froze up and it came right off.
I don't want to go into the freezer. Don't worry, Nolik. I'll stay right here with you.
Just hold on. It won't take long at all.
Huh. Why do I need to hold on? The gum's already holding on to me. Simka, do you know why it's so cold in the freezer when outside it's warm? I'll explain it to you. A refrigerator has a pump that pushes a special liquid through a long tube. Inside the refrigerator, the liquid in the tube wants to turn into a gas. To do that, it takes the heat from everything inside, and that makes the refrigerator cool. Then the pump sucks in the gas and pushes it out as a hot liquid into the tubes on the back of the refrigerator. That lets all of the heat collected from the inside escape into the air outside.
I wish I was somewhere warm.
Hold on. I'll go get us some warm clothes to wear.
I don't want to hold on. I want to go with you.
Just hang in there.
I'm hanging.
Tom Thomas, open up! Marcia, do we have any warm clothing to wear?
Why in the world do you need it?
I just do.
Well, I need to know what is happening.
Hooray! Tom Thomas, Simka, open up the door!
It looks like I'm gonna freeze up in here for good.
A Fixie is constantly surrounded by all sorts of danger. Inside a dark freezer, a Fixie can lose his way and freeze to death. If he's not paying attention, he can drown inside of a washing machine or inside of a dishwasher. And a careless Fixie is always at risk of getting an electric shock. Or suppose there's a short circuit inside of an appliance that starts a fire. If this happens, you need to run away if you want to survive. And what about humans? Well, they don't even believe that we Fixies exist at all, so they can accidentally drop something on top of a Fixie, or step on one, or kick us across the room. So if we don't get out of the way in time, So what I'm saying, Fixies, you need to be careful out there and pay attention. So be smart and stay safe, fellow Fixies.
I don't understand this at all. He was right here.
Poor Nolik. I wonder where he went.
Look at this, footprints.
Nolik, you're alive. You scared me half to death.
How did you get out of there?
Well, you told me about how a refrigerator works. And so I found that cold tube and started crawling on it until it got hot, and then I was here.
Hey, there's smoke coming out of you. We need to cool you down right away.
Huh? Where? I don't want to go into the refrigerator.
Stop! I was joking.
Look how it froze. I could break my teeth on it.
You aren't gonna chew it anymore.
I'd never do that, not after Nolik sat on it.
Well, you didn't need to stick it where it doesn't belong.
Hey, I apologize. I'll go and throw it away.
Maybe you'll try the trash can?
The sleigh.
All right, let it drop.
Look at that.
Oh, it's a shame humans have Santa Claus and Fixies don't.
What makes you think that they don't?
You know...
Santa's bringing presents later today. And while he's visiting, he'll even give you a sleigh ride.
For real? Hooray!
Can I have a second to talk with you? What's all this nonsense? Where are we supposed to find some Santa Claus for this?
I figured it all out.
Tell me you're joking. No, I won't have this masquerade.
Trying to do something fun for the kids is too much for you? Ah, I see. Can you put together a sleigh at least? I'll take care of the rest myself.
Oh, that was a lot of work.
Oh, wow! It's a sleigh! Santa Claus really showed up! Where is he?
I haven't seen anyone here. Gotta go.
I'll take one ride, that's all. Santa Claus won't care.
It's really broken. Santa Claus won't even talk to me now. What am I gonna do? Serves me right.
Ho, ho, ho!
Santa Claus?
Whatever happened here?
It was an accident. I didn't do it on purpose.
It needs to be fixed. Think that you could help me?
Uh-huh.
Sleds and sleighs are simple but very useful things. Just attach a seat to a pair of runners, and the sled is ready to carry people or loads. In snowy places where cars might get stuck, a sled can easily glide right on top of the snow. And if you harness a dog to one, no one will be able to keep up with you. There are even different kinds of sports that feature dog sledding. There are also people who attach sails to sleds so they can catch the wind and sail along the ice at high speeds. And of course, you can just have fun going sledding. The more people on board, the faster you'll go. You can climb to the top of a hill with your family and sled on down together. You'll fly so fast the wind might whistle in your ears. Hey, hey, hey! Look out below! Kadish!
Where is my sleigh?
Another Santa?
I'm Santa Claus.
No, I'm the real Santa Claus. You are just an imposter.
I think your beard is about to fall off. Now I've got a sleigh ride for you.
No, I'll give you that ride.
Hey, this is my sleigh.
Is that so?
I got 2 Santa Clauses at once? Class! Wow, I am so lucky!
You certainly are. 2 is much better than 1.
Now that's one thing we agree on.
Oh, wow. Looks like a Santa Claus party over here. Isn't he cool? Which do you mean? The one that looks like Nolik's grandpa's or our Basia?
So, are you ready for your presents?
I will go grab my sled from the tool shed, put on gloves and a hat onto my head. Then I'll go, then I'll go, then I'll go. Oh, the wind is so freezing, it's frightening, as I race down the hill just like lightning. On the cold snow I go. Sleds and saucers and toboggans there. All my friends are sledding everywhere.
The lever.
It's a new weightlifting record!
You're so strong. That's so light I could lift it up with my finger.
Oh my! But do you think you could lift up your nightstand?
Don't know. Never tried it.
So then go on. No way! And you are so much bigger than that nightstand. But watch, I can lift this big pencil. And just look how much smaller I am. So, who's stronger, you or me?
Well, I guess it's not me.
The Fixies may be very small, but they are actually much stronger than humans. Yes, it's true. What, you don't believe me? Well, who's stronger, an elephant or an ant? You think it's the elephant. Well, of course, it's so much bigger. But did you know that one ant can lift up 50 ants its own size? And an elephant? It can't even hold up 1. So it turns out that for its size, an ant is much stronger than an elephant. And the same goes for Fixies. Fixies are incredibly strong for their size. They can lift things that are 100 times heavier than they are. And Fixies can jump 50 times higher than their own height. If humans were as strong as Fixies are, they'd be able to lift an automobile all by themselves.
Yeah, Tom Thomas, it's time you built up your strength.
Well, how?
Start lifting dumbbells. Or if you want to, you can use my barbell.
No thanks. I'll use the dumbbells my dad has. They're in his office, I think.
Oh, there's one.
And where's the other one? Aha, there you are. I'll get you out of there.
Come on. I'm helping you here.
It's stuck.
All right. Move aside. I'll get it right out. What is this, glued to the floor or something? Hey, what's all the racket?
Hi there, Simka. We can't get the dumbbell out from under there.
Well, of course you can't. The sofa's pressing down on it. So that's what it is. And I was worried that I lost all my strength. Well, that means we have to lift up this sofa.
We can't do that. It's too heavy for us.
We can do it. Tom Thomas, get me your hockey stick from your room. We can't move a sofa with a hockey stick. Don't worry, you'll see.
Here, I brought it. What is it for?
We're gonna use it as a lever.
A lever?
Well, yeah. A lever works the same way that a seesaw does, with a board resting on top of a piece called the fulcrum. But with a lever, one side is longer than the other, and that's the secret to its power. With a lever's help, it's possible to lift any weight. All you need to do is get the short arm of the lever under the load and push down on the long arm. And the longer the arm, the more weight you can lift. And that's how a lever makes people stronger. Well, can we find a fulcrum in here?
Maybe this dumbbell. Can that be our fulcrum?
Great idea. Now you're thinking the right way. You ready to go?
Let's go.
Lean on it, Tom Thomas.
Yay! It's working!
Tadish!
I'm so strong, did you see? Now watch how I lift Dad's heavy weights for you. Look, I can do it.
It's just like I told you. You'd be better off training with my weights.
Didn't you just see me lift up the sofa?
You didn't lift the sofa, the lever did. Did you ever hear the saying, knowledge is power?
I've heard it.
Although, some physical power won't hurt you either. So pick up your lever and go out and play some hockey. You know how built those hockey players are.
The combination lock.
Ah, he's home.
Nolik, are you here? Stop your hiding. I'll still find you. Nolik, is that you?
Hey, come on, that's not fair. You saw. Let me go again.
I don't want to. You want me to play hide and seek when I got a brand new game to play with?
Where is it? I don't see it anywhere in the room.
I took it to school with me.
For what reason?
To show it off.
Wow, awesome game. Tom Thomas, can I play your game?
'Cause I'm not done playing with it yet.
Now just try asking me to do some favor for you.
Wait, was it a 3 or a 4? It could have been 5. I forgot.
What about?
I forgot the combination. And now I can't even do my homework. Everything I need to finish is inside of there.
I'm not climbing in to find out your homework. Don't even ask me. Tom Thomas, why do you look so upset?
The code for the lock. I don't remember it.
Don't you worry. Ha! We'll open it. I know all about a code lock. A simple code lock is built with a few discs that have numbers on them. In the center of each disc is a hole with a notch. When all of the discs are turned so their notches line up in a straight row, the lock's pin can slide out freely. And to get the notches to line up, just turn the discs to the lock's code and the lock will open. It's that simple.
It looks like we gotta take a look inside the lock.
Ah, I see. Nolik, where are you? There's work to do. I won't do it. I'm not gonna help such a greedy boy.
Nolik, won't you help me out here? And I won't be so greedy anymore.
All right, you broke me down. Only as soon as we're done, you're gonna let me play with the game, right? There's no room in here. Hang in there. We'll start turning the discs one at a time, and you yell stop when they're lined up. Stop! Turn the next one now. Stop! Stop! Now try.
Yes.
Alley-oop. Titties!
Hooray!
And your code was really simple. Way too simple.
The secret numbers and letters that you use to lock something up are called the code or the password. And to make sure your password's a really good one, here are some things you should know. Never choose a password that's really simple for someone else to guess. Like one with numbers or letters that are all the same or are all in order. It's also a bad idea to make a password out of your birth date or name. It's better to think of a password that's a bit more complicated. And don't forget your password once you come up with it. Write down your password on a piece of paper and keep it in a safe place, but don't show it to anybody else. And then, if you happen to forget your code or password, you'll be able to remember it with the help of that piece of paper.
And why did you ever put a lock on your backpack?
I was hiding the game from the other kids.
Then why did you take it to school today?
I wanted to show it off to my class.
And did you show it?
No way. If they would have seen it, they'd be like, I want to use it. I want to play.
And so you hid it and didn't show it to anybody?
Not to anyone.
Then why take it to school, silly?
To show it off there.
You're just some show-off. You're just some greedy... Oops, sorry. Once greedy boy. Will you let us play now?
Play away.
We're not bothering you, are we?
Can you jump a little easier? You're shaking the whole desk.
The screws.
Hey, Tom Thomas, what you thinking about?
Huh? For school, I have to write an essay. My very best friend. I don't know. Who should I write about?
What do you mean, who? Aren't I your closest friend?
Of course. How could I forget to write about you?
And you can keep forgetting. That's our secret, right? Don't you remember the promise you made when we met?
Sure. How could I forget? What's wrong with Chusaka today? Chusaka, why are these screws bothering you so badly? What's with you? Leave them alone already. Will you just calm down? You're gonna destroy my plane.
Let's get out of here. Ow! What's going on?
What's going on? Hey, if you don't turn back again, I'm not letting you go. Oh, please, don't be afraid. I'm not gonna hurt you two. I'll just ask you one question and let you go.
Nolik, we can't. Don't worry about it. Quit your staring. Ask your question, boy.
No way you can talk. Just tell me, who are you?
Fixies. That's all. We answered. Now you let us out.
Oh, wait, but what's it mean that you're Fixies?
That's already question number 2. You promised to let us out, didn't you?
I'm sorry. You can leave now.
Simka, it's fine. I can see from his look that we can trust him. All right. We'll tell him. You gotta swear that you don't tell anyone else.
I swear it.
Fixies. We're the little people that live inside of machines and appliances and take care of them, fixing them, cleaning them, and oiling them. Humans never suspect us. They think that if something breaks and then suddenly starts working again, that it happened all by itself. Well, nothing happens by itself. It happens because we, the Fixies, are living inside. Yes, without the Fixies, humans would have so many more problems with their machines.
That's awesome. And so what are your names?
That's already question number 3. You can call me Nolik, and her name is Simka.
And my name's Tom Thomas. Will you come back over? Oh, well. I was this close to becoming the first kid in the whole world who made friends with the Fixies. I thought you guys would never come back over.
And we didn't plan on coming back. But then we thought it'd be really great to be the only Fixies in the whole world, who are friends with the only kid in the whole world, who is friends with the Fixies. Ah! And who has told no one about us.
The Fixies do everything they can do to hide from humans. They are afraid that if humans discovered Fixies, they would hunt them down and capture them and start keeping them in cages, just like pets. And worse than that, they would take them into their laboratories and start examining them under microscopes, even conducting scientific experiments on them. Or suppose that humans thought we'd do all their work for them, and so they decided that they didn't have to take care of their appliances any longer. Well then, let me tell you this. If humans decided that they didn't have to clean or fix their own appliances, then not even the Fixies will be able to stop them from breaking no matter what they do. That's why the Fixies are very smart to hide from humans.
Okay, then, I'll write about someone else. I have the very best friend ever. Period. When something's broken, he repairs it. He's the one and only the one and only Nolan.
The aquarium.
The coast is clear. The humans have left. Come on, let's go.
Marcia, why are the fish looking so tired?
'Cause they're not getting enough air in there. The water in the aquarium is dirty and it needs air, but the filter isn't working.
The filter?
Yes, that device over there.
These fish need our help, and if we don't do something right now, they could die.
Right. First, I'll fix that light, while you and Marcia go over there and see what is wrong with the filter.
But I want to go and look at the filter, too. You're too small for this. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. And you're a giant. I mean, you're like 6 feet tall, huh?
That's enough arguing. Nolik, let's go. Well, let's check it. Not working. Nolik, where are you?
I'm up here.
What are you doing up there?
Nothing. Holding on.
We don't have time for that.
get down. We have to get this switch working.
Marcia, what's the matter with the filter?
Well, probably something's caught inside and it's stopping the motor from turning. A filter is used to keep the aquarium water clean. A motor in the filter turns the paddles and pumps water through a fine net or a sponge. The dirt in the water gets trapped in there, and the cleaned water is put back into the aquarium. Many filters not only clean the water, but also add air to it, so there will be more oxygen in the water. You see, even though fish live their lives in water, they need oxygen just like all of us.
Way to go there!
There are lots of ways for people to breathe underwater. As an experiment, try putting an empty glass upside down in water, and you'll see that some of the air stays in there. That's the idea behind the ancient diving bell. An empty bell was lowered under the water, and some of the air remained in there for the diver to breathe. And about 200 years ago, the first diving suits were invented. The diver got air from a hose that started above the water. This let the diver spend a long time under the water and even walk around on the bottom, but just not too far. Later on, people learned to squeeze a lot of air inside of metal tanks, and that's when scuba diving started. Scuba divers breathe the air stored in these tanks so they can swim freely and even dive deep down below the water.
Our work is done. The light is on, and the filter is working.
And the fish look so excited!
As if they're not fish, but monsters. Thank goodness they're behind glass.
Papoose!
Just hang on. We'll be right there to save you. But I don't even have my pack-a-mat.
Ooh, look how they're chopping their teeth. They must be so hungry.
You're right. They're hungry. Nolik, come on.
I can't believe those fish. They're so ungrateful. We went ahead and fixed their filter, and all they wanted to do was gobble us up. And I'm the one who saved you from them. I was the one watching what was going on. Oh, gee.
Hold it. Do you think giving her some food will help?
As long as you're not thinking that food is me.
The thermometer.
I can't believe the new thermometer isn't working. Tom Thomas, stay in bed. And I'll try and look for that old mercury thermometer.
Hey, did you get sick?
That's one way of saying it. I don't know how I'm gonna pass that math test today.
You're not ready, so you don't want to go to school.
Well, yeah.
So if you pull a sickie, then you can trick your mom.
No, that's not true. I'm just pretending a little bit.
You think so? Well, you won't trick the thermometer. Simka, what's a mercury thermometer? Mercury is a type of liquid metal that's silver in color. There's no mercury inside of new thermometers. Now they're electronic. Old thermometers were made with a glass tube with markings and a bit of mercury inside them. When the end of the tube warms up, the mercury inside of it expands and creeps up the tube. And that's how those old thermometers measure temperature. The longer the column of mercury, the higher the person's temperature is.
That means I need to warm up the end of the thermometer.
Thomas, you're a genius. But how will you warm it up?
Finally, I found it. Well, let's see.
Mom, can I eat something?
Hang in there, sweetie. I'll make you something.
Ooh, that is hot. Now there's just no way it won't have a temperature.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Well, how high did you get it?
108 is what it's showing.
Oh no! With a temperature that high, they'll send you straight to the hospital, and you don't need that. You'd better shake that thermometer.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. That'll get the temperature down a little. Ah!
Well, so much for that. Cheaters never prosper. Thomas, did you see this? Nolik, don't touch the mercury. It's poisonous. Stop it right now. And you, Thomas, you don't touch that mercury either. It's dangerous.
Then how can we throw it out?
Call your mom and she can help you.
I can't. How could I call her? Then she'd find out that I wanted to trick her.
Maybe it's better to tell the truth.
I can't. I can't do it.
All right, then. It looks like there's no other choice. Nolik, call Papoose and Masya. I'll get him. And you go back to your room and wait.
Looks like this whole job is done.
Not yet. We still need to neutralize this mercury.
In everybody's home, there's all sorts of chemicals around. They are used for cleaning dishes, clothes, the bathroom, and dealing with pests. And all of these substances can be very harmful to human health. But some people don't seem to understand this. They might use a dangerous spray or a poisonous liquid and then forget to wash their hands afterward. And then they go and eat or rub their eyes with their hands. That can cause serious damage to their vision or stomachs. And never put anything into your mouth that looks like medicine, unless your parents or a doctor gave it to you. And if you ever happen to find something on the ground that looks like a piece of candy, you must never put it in your mouth. You can get poisoned that way. Oh, humans. If they'd only remember this simple advice, they'd stay safer.
And what do we do with the glass that's broken?
That job's not for Fixies.
Thomas, we cleaned up all the mercury.
And the glass, too?
No, not the broken glass.
But will you?
Papoose said that it's not our job. He told us you have to get your parents to come and help you. That part's your responsibility.
Here's some food for you. What's the matter?
Mom, I broke the thermometer.
Broke it? Did you cut yourself?
No.
The mercury, did you touch it?
I didn't.
Simka, you think you'll tell her the truth?
And where did you break it?
The bathroom.
Why did you go in there?
I wanted to trick you. I have a test, and I didn't study for it. And now it's too late for school,
Energy.
Good morning. We're here for the exam, so you'll give pack-a-mats to us.
That's excellent. And who's going to take it first?
But, Professor, we,
Do everything together? All right, go together if you want. What is this tool here?
That's a claw hammer. Way to go!
And how do I give each of you a grade? You both answer together.
But it's faster.
I've got time for you. Geek, try it on.
screwdriver.
Again? Well, maybe one pack-a-mat for the two of you is enough. You know what? Each one of you is going to get his very own exercise. I present you a model of a real power plant.
It's gigantic. But it's not finished yet.
Exactly. That's going to be your job.
An electro power plant is a factory that produces energy. In order to keep running, they need some kind of fuel, like for instance, gas. Burning the gas causes the turbine blades to spin, setting the generator into motion so it can produce electricity. The leftover heat doesn't go to waste. It's sent to a boiler. Inside the boiler, it's used to boil water. The steam from the boiling water powers up another turbine and generator, so even more electricity can be produced.
Your job is to finish building the model. Not yet. Geek will put together the turbine and tweak the generator. Who's ever first to finish that is gonna get this pack-a-mat. That was a rhyme. Are you ready? You're off to a great start. Now you need to add the fasteners. A critical moment. What a move! What an intense game! I mean, exam. These two are going neck and neck. And the winner of this race? I don't know. The parts for a power plant are made at special factories. You could fill several tall apartment buildings with all of the people who work making the parts for one of these giants. And all of these workers are real professionals. How could they not be? After all, the mechanisms they put together are very complicated. Take, for instance, a turbine. It's built in the shape of an enormous cylinder with propellers around it. And next to the turbine is the generator. Its parts are assembled like a giant nesting doll, one inside another. Together, this powerful team produces electricity. They're just like people are Fixies. When every one of us focuses on a common cause and we work together, the results can be simply fantastic. Well, yeah, it's a tie, right? Then we'll have to have a tiebreaker. Whoever presses this button first and gets the power plant going will be declared the winner. Go for it. So, which one of the two is faster, smarter, and stronger?
Press it, Geek. You deserve it. Nuh-uh, you. Press it. Go ahead. No, you go ahead. No, you. Quit stalling. You're the one that's stalling. Press it.
Just press it both at once.
Woohoo!
That was an excellent job you did. Oh, right. The prize for the contest. Unfortunately, I've only got one pack-a-mat for the two of you.
It's all right. We're always together anyway. We'll figure out some way to share it.
I was just joking. You each deserve your own pack-a-mat.
Titties!
4,
The bones.
5, 6,
Geek, this way.
7,
Hurry.
8, 9.
Where should I hide?
10. All right, ready or not. Oh! Tula, what happened? You're supposed to be hiding.
Digit,
There's, over there. There are bones in there.
For real? Real bones?
They're ancient fossils.
Whoa.
Wow. What kind of bones are these?
A mammoth. A dinosaur. Let's put them together and find out.
The first thing we need to do here, find out just how old these fossils are with a device to measure the bone's age. The professor and I were planning on testing all of these bones.
How does that thing work?
See for yourself. This bone's 1 million years old.
No joke?
No joke.
Oh, what's the picture on there? Just a decoration?
Isn't that a radiation sign?
Radiation? Isn't that stuff dangerous?
In small doses, it's not dangerous at all. And if you're really interested, this kind of radiation's called ionizing.
Ionizing radiation, or just radiation as it is more simply called, is a powerful force. Although it can be dangerous if handled improperly, when used safely, it can be very helpful. In airports, subway, and train stations, radiation is used to inspect luggage. If someone tries to sneak their pet cat through security in a suitcase, it'll be discovered right away. And that's not all. Radiation helps detect tiny cracks invisible to engineers in airplanes and rockets. Different kinds of foods are exposed to radiation to get rid of pests and harmful bacteria. And people examine paintings with radiation. If they get lucky, it's possible to discover old sketches and writings, or even find a second masterpiece hiding under the first one.
I heard radiation gives off a greenish light. Is that true?
It's important to remember that radiation doesn't have color and no smell at all.
Why don't we go just check the bones already?
Because I am not done yet. And so,
I say we do it ourselves then. It's just some regular fish. Yeah, real exciting. Let's get out of here. Geek, come check this out. There's more bones? How about there? There are lots more in here. Let's build something cool for Smarty Pants. A special specimen.
the skeletons of humans and many animals are made out of bones. They last a long time, and people use them to help figure out when a certain animal lived. How? The secret is in radiation. Bones, as well as living organisms, are a little bit radioactive. In specially equipped laboratories, scientists can take a layer of an ancient bone and pass it through a special machine. The less radioactive particles the machine detects, the older the bone.
Ooh, what's that?
I think it's an ancient creature. Digit'll figure it out, right?
No doubt about that. The age of this specimen is 10,000 years. Obviously a bird, then.
So you think it's a bird? Right, with horns.
That is strange. 100,000? That would make it a snake.
With wings, you mean?
And here, 1,000,000 years old. Then it's a fish.
A snake bird fish? Is it possible?
Is everything all right? Is there something wrong with your device?
Snake, I'm sure. Here it's bird. Here it's fish. And snake. I just don't get what's wrong.
Digit, could there be 3 skeletons in there?
What do you mean, 3?
Look, there are more bones in these boxes, and they're labeled snake and bird. And here is ancient fish.
You played a joke on me, huh? It's not funny at all.
Relax. We didn't mean to insult you. The truth is, your device was right. Not one mistake.
Of course not. Radiation's a really good thing if you use it wisely and with proper care.
Digit, you're so smart.
By the way, you missed some important parts of my lecture. So let's start.
Hey, I thought we were playing hide and seek. You're it.
But, all right. Here I go. 1, 2...
The secret code.
Gotcha.
You can't
can't get me!
Oh! Hey, watch where you're going. The newcomers. What you hauling? Nothing. Yeah, you know, nothing special.
Need help?
We'll manage. Time to go. Or we won't finish our Esseproos time. See ya.
See ya.
Esseproos? Never heard of that before. What is it? Tweak and Geek are definitely up to something. Come on. Hey, what's an Esseproos?
What language is it? Any idea?
I getcha. And they say you're smart.
Hey, look at this. They're hauling more stuff.
For the Esseproos.
And the sloot. You got it? All right, Fixies, hold on to your hats.
He said salute. Do you know that word?
It's nothing good, I'm sure of that. I didn't like those newcomers from the very beginning.
Am I the only one who doesn't know what's going on?
There is the foul den of those evil boys. We've got to stop their wicked plan, or it's gonna be the end of us.
How?
I don't know. You got any ideas?
I need some time to think.
Now is not the time for thinking, it's time for action. I will scout it out.
And I?
And you, Nolik, will use this to keep an eye on them and tell me what they're doing.
Esseproos and Sloot. Esseproos. I think I know what this is. A code. If a note written in a secret code falls into the hands of a stranger by mistake, she won't be able to read it. Because instead of having words that the reader can comprehend, the note is written with symbols for letters, or with letters in a mixed-up order. To crack the code, you need a key. Not a key for a lock, but the key that was used to create the code. If you have the key, you can use it to find out what the message says and send back a secret answer using the same code.
Blue, come in. This is Red. What do you have to report?
Red, this is Nolik. Blue, I meant to say. The twins are flying off towards the warehouse. Hi. Look out!
Blue, there's no escape.
Hang in there, we'll save you. Digit, Red's over there. No, not Red. Fire. We've got to go save him. Ugh.
It's the twins who need to be saved from fire.
It's the what?
They'll come in, we'll flip the switch, and it'll be Esseproos for all of them.
No way. Not on my watch. I won't let you do it.
Fire! Stop!
People have been using codes for centuries. The ancient Greeks wrote letters on leather strips that, when wrapped around a cylinder, would make the secret word appear in a row. They also sent coded messages using a disc with holes and letters. The message was spelled out by threading a string through the holes of each letter in order. The message was decoded by pulling the thread out and writing down the letter the string came out of. In Italy, people created a code using pages filled with letters. When a key with spaces cut out was placed over the coded page, the message would appear in the openings. Today, computers use numbers for encoding information. It takes a chain of numbers this long to code the word Tadish. The science that studies the history and techniques of secret codes is called cryptology.
Hey, you never got taught how to knock? Our Esseproos is ruined now. All right, since you're already here, then... Surprise!
Look at this.
Where's the Esseproos?
Look. Esseproos is just surprise, backwards. It's a secret code.
We didn't want you to find out about it ahead of time. Come on up here, quick!
It's a trap, I'm telling you. Somewhere up here is where they're hiding that salute.
Try to say that same word backwards.
Wait, is it tools? It means tools? That was another code word like surprise? Then Tadish would be what? Should it? Awesome! Should it?
Should it?
here. Oh, take a look. A mobile phone. You think they bought Tom Thomas a new one? Oh, wow. Nolik, stop. Awesome. Turn around. Oh! Tom Thomas, help us, please. We're trying to save your telephone.
That's not mine. Oh, Katya left it behind. Katya! Katya! She's gone. It's too late. Oh, an SMS just came in.
You won't read it, will you?
Of course not. But what if it's something important?
Tom Thomas, don't you even dare go and read her letters.
Uh-huh, pretty interesting. Looky, there's just a ton of these messages.
Now, Nolik, you go and distract him from the telephone. Uh-huh. Chisaka, hey! It's me, your buddy Nolik. Hey there.
Chisaka, cut it out. Stop it. That's enough with the barking. Out of this room. Right now.
Done. Well, power's off now.
Huh. What's up? It stopped working all of a sudden.
Oh, it looks like you've broken it.
What? No way.
You did too. Well, Tom Thomas, now you'll have to give Katya her phone back like this.
I just don't get it.
It happened because you were reading someone else's mail.
It was just an SMS.
An SMS is no different from a letter. It's only shorter. People send SMSs through their mobile phones. And that's why looking inside someone else's phone and reading their SMSs is just as rude as reading someone else's mail. And that's why when we Fixies work inside of a phone, we always put our headphones on when a call comes in, so we won't overhear people's private conversations by accident. It's just the polite thing to do.
I promise I won't read anyone else's messages. But that's not gonna make the mobile work again.
Now what? Tell them the truth? Don't you worry, Tom Thomas, because we turned the phone off. And now we'll turn it back on. See that? The contact's barely attached. We just need to write a note to the Fixies who work over at Katya's. I'm sure they'll fix it.
There are Fixies living in every home, and the work they have to do can seem endless. The TV starts acting up, then the doorbell breaks, the washing machine stops running, and then the phone won't ring. And besides all of that, there is cleaning and there's oiling. Like the appliances in the kitchen or kids' toys and all those other things. Modern houses are literally stuffed with all sorts of devices. And that is why the Fixies keep working day in and day out. Unfortunately, this can make Fixies get carried away by their jobs. And they can forget about their Fixie relatives and close friends that live in the neighboring houses and apartments. And that's not right. Just like humans, Fixies have to remember to go and visit each other more often and write each other letters, or at least send their regards.
That's all. It's working again.
You're the best. Now I can give a call to Katya and tell her she left her phone over here.
Tom Thomas! Is that you calling?
Yeah?
And to who?
Katya.
And her phone is where? Tom Thomas, good catch. Boy, you're fast. Just like a...
Like a Fixie.
The birthday.
And this is for my presents. Oh, it's Simka. Well, wait over here. I know, she's making a surprise. Let's go take a look.
Every kid just loves to celebrate their birthday, and it's no wonder. Presents, guests, and, of course, a big birthday cake with candles. You'll probably say you'd love to have it every day, right? But what actually makes your birthday party so fun is that it only happens once a year. Eating a birthday cake every day would get boring real quick. And please, don't be sad if the number of candles you have is still small. You'll get older. You can count on it. Fixies celebrate their birthdays too. Only we don't pull on ears like humans do in some countries as a wish for kids to grow. Because what if we grow so big we can't fit in appliances? Want to know how you can congratulate us? It's easy. Just take good care of your things and protect them from breaking.
Look out!
That was just like Nolik. You should have seen how he ran into this capacitor.
Simka, there was no reason for you to bring that up today.
Oops. What day is it today?
Is it Butterfly Day?
Hat Day. Music Day.
What kind of music day? Did you forget? It's my birthday today.
Oh, well then, happy birthday.
That's all? Ugh, let's go, Buggy. They couldn't care less. Look, my first present arrived.
Oh, Nolik, that's mine. Sorry. Bye now.
Hey, where are you going?
Please, girls, stay focused. That was the third take you messed up.
How about that time when Nolik was shooting us?
Yeah, who could ever forget that?
And you're laughing at me too? On my day?
Since when is it yours, Nolik?
You don't remember either? Uh-huh. See you soon. At least Papoose knows what day it is.
Oh, Nolik! Here, help me out. Give me a screwdriver.
And, what is that?
It's a projector. If you want a real movie theater in your own home, you'll need a projector. You plug it into your computer, pick a movie you want to watch, and the video signal will travel through the wire to the projector. There, a bright lamp and mirrors add color to the frames, so it can be sent to a movie screen or a wall through a lens that magnifies the picture several times over and brings it into focus. Some projectors don't even need a computer to work. The movies are stored right inside the projector. That goes there, right.
Papoose, don't you remember what day it is today?
It's Friday.
That's all? I've had it with all you. I'm gonna go fly away to the moon.
Come on now. Do you remember how that ended up the last time you tried?
Are you ganging up on me or what? You gotta know that today is my...
How about you go and turn this on?
Yeah, I get it. That's all you need me for, right? I'll go live with some other Fixies, and then you'll be sorry. I'm sure that they won't forget when it's my birthday. Oh, what's that?
Nolik is the best! Nolik is the best! Nolik is the best! Happy birthday!
And I thought you all forgot me. Hooray!
Does that mean that now you'll stay with us?
I'll stay with you until my next birthday. Then we'll see.
The keyboard.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready or not, here we come. And where is he hiding this time? Tom Thomas! Yoo-hoo!
Tom Thomas, you didn't forget about your grandma's birthday, did you?
No! Oops, I did.
We found you this time.
Hey, that's not fair. It was my mom that found me, not you.
Then go and hide again.
Not now. I have to draw a birthday card for... my grandmother. So, we need one clean sheet of paper.
When's your grandma's birthday?
Tomorrow.
But your card won't get there on time.
Oh, then what can I do?
Come on and use your noggin. Pick up the phone and give her a ring. Your grandmother will be really happy to hear your voice.
No, we've got a tradition. We send each other birthday cards.
And what's the internet for? Why don't you send off an electronic card to her?
Simka, that's genius. Oh, this one's cool.
Now go ahead and type your message.
The letter D isn't working. How can I write Dear Grandma without D?
Just let her be a plain old grandma without the dear.
But the letter G isn't working either.
It looks like we could use a pack-a-mat here.
A pack-a-mat? What for?
To clean off the keyboard's contacts that got all dirty.
What contacts?
A key on a computer keyboard works pretty much the same way as a doorbell does. When we press on the button of a doorbell, the contacts inside touch, which lets the electricity flow that makes the bells ring. And when we press a letter on a computer keyboard, an electrical current runs from the keyboard to the computer, and that letter appears on the screen. But if there's dirt between the contacts that stops them from touching, then the current can't flow. What did you drop in here that is so sticky?
It's probably the soda I was drinking.
And so, you shared it with the keyboard? Here's the reason why it's not working. Where did so many crumbs come from?
They fell off my sandwich.
What in the world is this red stuff down here?
That must be the sauce for my mushroom pizza.
Oh, Nolik. Well, now it looks like we're gonna be out picking mushrooms.
The Fixies are always ready to help people out, but there are some people we really don't feel like helping. I remember when I was working as a Fixie back in one house. It was a disaster. One day, the owner spilled coffee on the remote for the TV. As I was running to clean the remote, he starts pounding the TV with his fist because the channels won't change. So now the TV is broken too. Well, with no TV, he decides to listen to some music, and he carelessly pulls the music center onto the floor. So he tries to fix that himself and manages to break it for good. And then he sits down on top of his telephone and breaks that to bits. Meanwhile, I'm still busy trying to clean the coffee off of the remote. There wasn't a minute of rest with this guy around. In the end, I couldn't take it any longer. So I got out of there, and now I'm here, teaching kids.
Tom Thomas, why are you eating food at your computer? Yeah, they don't feed you in the kitchen or something?
Now I know it. It's not allowed.
You said it. Now write your message, and write the address on there too.
Uh-huh. Mom, do you know what the email address for Grandma is?
Grandma doesn't have an email address.
So what? We went ahead and fixed that keyboard for nothing?
I still need it. And my grandma? I'll give her a ring on the phone.
You said you had a tradition of writing each other cards.
And what? Grandma will be happy to hear my voice.
That's some original idea, huh?
The button.
So what do you think? Did Tom Thomas do all right on his test? Of course he did. Katya was there. What's it got to do with Katya?
Hey, Fixies. How's it going?
Great, and how was your test?
Easy peasy. If it wasn't for me checking your answers,
I would have managed myself.
you can't even manage to say thanks.
Oh, what's the big deal? You helped me once.
And yesterday, who found that mistake on your spelling test?
I just didn't have time to check it.
And when you forgot your phone back at gym class, who brought it to you? And who tells you what homework we have all the time?
I could have done all that stuff by myself. I didn't ask you to.
Huh, without me around? I bet you couldn't even sew this button on.
I'm so scared. Just watch me do it.
I dare you.
Fine.
In ancient times, people stitched together their clothes with strong knots and kept them closed with sticks and thorns from different plants. The very first buttons were made out of stone, wood, shells, or gold. Really, just about anything. There was a time when the number of buttons on someone's clothes would indicate how rich that person was. As for the buttons on sleeves, first they were put on uniforms to keep soldiers from wiping their noses and mouths on them. Now we know better than to wipe our mouths on our sleeves. But nevertheless, buttons are still used today throughout the world as both a decoration and as a reliable fastener. Sewing on a button isn't very difficult, but it's very important to be careful and work properly with a needle so you don't hurt yourself.
What's going on?
Tom Thomas, you want me to help you?
Yeah, Tom Thomas. Need some help there?
I'm fine. Tadish!
You're practically finished, except for sewing the button on. You don't know how to do that.
What's there to know, Nolik?
Stop! How about you try practicing first on this? Be careful, that needle is sharp.
Don't distract me. Ow!
That's what happens when you forget to follow the safety rules.
Here's the thimble. Know how it works?
I can figure it out.
We gotta do something about this. Oh, Katya! One of the buttons on your backpack. Look, it fell off, see?
It's just awful. Tom Thomas, do you have another needle?
School starts soon, time to roll. But your shirt has got a hole. Don't waste time, all upset. You can mend that hole, no sweat. Stop your moaning, do not pout. With some patience, there's no doubt that a needle and some thread will help you out. Brand new coat, warm and soft, but a button just popped off. Don't waste time, all upset. You can mend that hole, no sweat. Stop your moaning, do not pout. With some patience, there's no doubt that a needle and some thread will help you out.
I said I'd figure it out, and you thought I couldn't do it. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Yeah. Katya. Well, how do they say it? Thanks for helping. You're welcome.
Good going.
Only, you know what? I'm not going to check your answers tomorrow. You won't? But I'd be happy to help you study for it if you'd like.
The parachute.
Pass it, Geek!
Actually, I'm Tweak.
It's impossible to tell you guys apart.
Well, yeah.
Nolik, come on, we're gonna be late. Oh, we've got a class to go to. It's about parachutes.
Hey, actually, me and Geek are the world's best Fixie parachuters.
The world's best?
And we can teach you how to jump.
Thanks, another time.
We'll just take one jump. Then when you get to school, you'll be the most prepared of all.
Simka, it'll only take a minute or two, and it'll be awesome.
And you really know about parachutes?
Uh-huh. A parachute looks like a big umbrella. Before jumping, it gets folded up and packed into a backpack. Then, during a jump, it is released with a special mechanism, and its durable fabric instantly opens up into a canopy. Air stops it from descending too quickly. So even a big person shouldn't be afraid of crashing down. But still, skydiving is no joke. To do it safely requires a lot of special training, dexterity, and proper gear. Here, put them on. Don't worry, they're super high quality. You gotta take off your pack-a-mat. Simka, nothing's gonna happen to it.
All right, just one jump.
Don't forget, when you want the chute to open, tug the ring hard. Well, let's do it. That was nothing. What do you say? Is your school this much fun?
We're late for school. Hurry up.
What's the hurry if you're already late? Now it's time for the most interesting part. Oh, it's scary. You mean scary good, right?
Did you two go nuts? If we jump from up here, we'll die. That's it. I've had enough. Nolik, let's go. Wait, how did we even get up here? We gotta get our pack-a-mats.
Oh, yeah! Hey! Come on, jump!
You gotta bring our pack-a-mats to us.
No, they'll open. Just jump.
You heard me wrong.
What, are they waiting to show us some formation? Uh-huh. Cool, guys.
Please bring our pack-a-mats to here.
Join you? Ha! No way! We're not climbing back up.
They don't understand anything. Pack-o-mats!
Nolik! Give the ring a tug!
The ring is stuck, Marcia!
Try the reserve! That's called landing in style.
Landing in style? We almost plunged to our death because of you.
Uh-oh.
What is going on in here?
Grandpoos, we were just,
Cutting school, I believe. Aha. Quite original. Whose work is this? Oh, well, hello there.
Hi there. This is our parachute.
And these are our new friends, Tweak and Geek.
Only the other way around.
Twins? Fantastic. And at what school did they teach you to do that?
We get homeschooling.
Aha. You can learn plenty of new things without having to study at a school. There are human children all over the world that are homeschooled. And some Fixies, too. Both of these ways have pluses and minuses. For instance, you might not get called on in a class with lots of pupils. But at home, where you're always face-to-face with the teacher, you've got to be well prepared. And what about having classmates, you wonder? Isn't it more fun to study together? Well, when I was a schoolboy, I actually loved to hide from my classmates on occasion so I could wrestle with a difficult problem in peace and quiet. The truth is, the most important thing is not whether you study at home or at school. What matters most is that you give it your best no matter where you're studying. You know what? You think you might like joining our class? We could really use students like you in there.
Do you have pack-a-mats for us?
Yes, you'll get them, only after the exam.
And Fixie boards?
Those you can pick up right away.
The tooth.
Oh, what's that? It's new.
Hi, everybody. Today, I've got an exciting test. I'm going to brush my teeth with this, the latest in electric toothbrushes. Oh, now that's speed. That's interesting.
That's a seriously powerful motor.
Yeah, works great. It really does make quite a buzz, but nothing to be afraid of.
Mom!
Oh, Katya, I've got something to show you.
Well, I'm going first. I lost one of my teeth. See?
All right, my friends, see you later. The teeth look great.
And I'm sure I'm gonna finally meet that tooth fairy tonight.
But she comes real late when everyone's sleeping.
Well, I'm not gonna fall asleep tonight.
Excellent plan.
I wonder what presents she'll bring me.
Oh, glad I got this kid's brush, too.
An adult human mouth has 32 teeth inside of it. They don't all appear at the same time, but one after another. When children are still too young to walk and talk, their baby teeth come in. And right about school age, kids' baby teeth start falling out and permanent adult teeth take their place. It's not good to lose a permanent tooth because there aren't any more teeth inside to replace it. But whether you have baby or adult teeth, you should take good care of them by brushing and eating less sweets.
She fell asleep.
Huh, Mom?
Huh? I wanted to read one of your books. And why aren't you sleeping?
The fairy will be here soon.
Oh, right.
Whew. I almost got caught there. If she keeps this up, it'll take all night. I hope it's normal for tooth fairies to bring kids chocolate. A toothbrush would be way too heavy to haul.
Huh? Mom, is that you again? A fairy!
Uh-huh, the tooth fairy.
I can't believe it. You're finally here.
No. Just give me your tooth, and I'll give you a present and be on my way.
Hey, your wings, they're not real, are they?
They're just for decoration. I do my flying on a scooter. Oh, yeah.
Wait, is that a pack-a-mat you're wearing?
Who? Where?
You've got a pack-a-mat. You're a Fixie.
You know, I've stayed here for too long. I have to get going. I have hundreds of more teeth to collect all over the world. Kids are waiting. Ciao.
You want my tooth, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
And please say hi to both Geek and Tweak.
Uh-huh, I'll tell them. Oh.
I see. You're the boy's granny. Oh, that's great.
Shh. Do you know how to keep a big secret?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm their boss, yeah. Well, I gotta go.
Tadish.
People love to believe in all sorts of miracles. As soon as a child loses a tooth, it has to be put under the pillow. So a fairy or a mouse will exchange it for a present or a new tooth. Other young dreamers believe that their baby teeth are taken away by trolls or elves while they're sleeping. Some toss their teeth up in the air, or bury them into the ground, or throw them up onto a roof. Can you believe that? And some believe a lost tooth can help them achieve their dreams. That's why aspiring soccer players bury their teeth at the stadium and doctors near hospitals. Although, in my opinion, the only way to become a true professional is to study hard and practice, practice, practice. That's how. I am ready for my massage. Oh.
Mom, take a look at what I got from the ferry last night. Are kids supposed to use these?
Should kids use them more than anybody? Don't you watch my videos?
Yeah, like every day. Real funny.
Your tooth fairy got a great gift for you.
Uh-huh, and the chocolate was delicious.
What chocolate was delicious?
This toothbrush is just class. It brushes by itself. I wish it would do my homework for me.
And what was all that about the chocolate?
The music box.
And when the Pied Piper began to play his magical flute, the rats came out of their holes and followed him. And they never would be seen in Hamlin ever again. Whew. And then what, huh? I can't read anymore. My legs got tired. Whew.
Simka, Nolik, something's rustling in there.
In where?
In Dad's office, it's on his desk. It's inside the wooden container.
So maybe there's a mouse inside it. Tom Thomas, sit right here while Nolik and I go and check. And if there's a mouse in there for real, then how are we gonna get it out? Those rodents are really so big. And why was I reading that book to you, huh? Just grab a flute, give it a toot, and the mice will scoot.
And where are the flutes gonna come from?
We'll make them. Toot, 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 toot. You got it?
Sure I did.
Wait a second. Let's get a little closer. See? It's just like I told you. No more mice in there.
So let's toot a little more so they won't go back in.
All right.
So you're the ones messing around out here.
Oh, Grandpoos, it's you here.
All day I can't work on what I need to do. Right from the start, someone's opening up the top, and then you two tooting.
It was Simka who came up with the tooting.
Just because you're afraid of mice.
Wow, what kind of machine is this?
Well, what do you think?
A coffee grinder?
No.
A hole puncher.
Is it a foot scratcher?
What?
Well, a machine for scratching your feet.
You're joking all the time, you. It's a music box, and it's just wonderful. Music boxes were invented more than 200 years ago. Inside, there is usually a cylinder with short pins sticking up from it. In front of the cylinder, there is a comb with metal teeth of different lengths. If you pluck one of the teeth, it will make a pleasant sound. A short tooth makes a higher sound, and a long one, lower. When the cylinder spins around, the pins pluck the different teeth, and music plays.
Awesome! So what's broken in here?
The spring slipped off. It has to be pushed back into the right place. Will you help? There we go. That's better.
How come the music's not playing?
First, you have to wind up the spring with the key.
Tidish! I know who can wind up the spring. Well, Tom Thomas, can you guess what kind of machine this is?
A paper cutter. How about a hole puncher?
You're such a joker. Now don't go and tell me it's a foot scratcher.
Then I don't know.
Then wind it up with the key and you'll find out. want to know how the higher and lower sounds come out? Put a regular ruler over the edge of a table. Hold down one end of the ruler and pluck on the other. The shorter you make the end hanging off the table, the higher the sound will be. The teeth inside of a music box work the same way. And bells work the same way too. The smaller the bell, the higher it rings. The sound of a violin or a guitar depends on how thick the strings are. Fat strings make a lower sound, and thin strings a higher one. How tight the string is also makes a difference. Take a piece of string or a rubber band. Tie one end to a doorknob and pull on the other end. With your free hand, pluck the string. The tighter the string gets stretched out, the higher the sound. If you want, you can even play a tune.
I think I got it now. It's an old player for music.
That's close, but not it. A music box is what they call it.
I just said that. So, what was it in there,
Just a broken spring.
It's not the thing I'm dying to know. Who was moving around there?
All I'll say is we, Tom Thomas, won't let that secret out.
Shh. The online store.
1, 2, 3, turn it!
Simka, you need to turn it in the opposite direction. No, it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
Why don't you come down here and do it, and I'll sit back and watch you?
My dissertation? It went great. I successfully defended it. Professor Eugenius? No, he didn't congratulate me.
I told the professor over and over not to forget about that.
He wouldn't be our Eugenius if he wasn't forgetful.
You should stop your joking and go and tell the professor about Elisa.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We will fix it once again.
Hey! Whoa. Guess we shouldn't bother him. Then what do we do now? Look at that, Tweak. What is it? A store on the internet? Uh-huh. The professor probably wanted to buy flowers, but got distracted. I think we should finish ordering them for him. There are so many bouquets to choose from. I'm sure he'd want the biggest one. What do you think these numbers mean? The number of flowers that are in it. Oh, everything's already filled in. The name, address, and a number for some kind of card. There, done. Tadeish! They'll get here in an hour.
If there's something you want to buy, you don't have to go out to a store anymore to get it. Clothing, fresh food, electronics, supplies for your pet, or a toy you might like. You can order almost anything you want from an online store without leaving home. It's simple. You pick out what you want, put it in a shopping cart, and pay for it. But kids should only shop online with the help of an adult. Before you know it, your order will be delivered straight to your house. Just as long as you gave them the right address, that is.
Ah, what a lovely smell. Oh, there's a note in here. To Professor Eugenius, thanks a lot. I was certain they were from me.
Hey, you got it all wrong. They're from him. They're for you. We can fix this, no problem. To Elisa. Done.
Another bouquet? Oh, these kind of flowers always set off my allergies.
Professor Eugenius is so absent-minded. First they get sent to the wrong person, then he sends the wrong kind.
We can fix it, no problem. Name, address, done.
Why does my phone keep making all these funny sounds today?
Don't worry, this time we know that we got everything right.
Good job, guys.
What is this? How?
What happened?
Someone used my card and ordered a ton of flowers without me knowing.
No, not a ton, just 3. Bouquets, that is.
What? You mean you guys never told the professor?
Never told me about what?
Well, Elisa, she was crying, and you were busy working. We decided to help you out.
You decided to help me out by spending a lot of my money?
Money? What do you mean, money?
You think you can get flowers on the internet without having to pay?
That's what those numbers must have been about. But you wanted to order flowers anyway, didn't you?
Yes, I did. And look, I've already done it. And then you...
Professor Eugenius, you remembered!
When you're playing a game with play money, you can spend as much as you want. But when you're playing a game on the internet, you have to be careful. Many of the websites out there that offer games and cartoons charge real money that is collected using credit or debit cards. Adults get these cards from their banks or through work. They're convenient for paying at places like restaurants, theaters, or stores. Salesmen put the card in a reader to take money from the buyer's bank account, and the buyer gets a message saying how much money he has left. Now people can pay for things directly from their phones. Only kids, you have to remember this simple rule. Don't buy anything through the internet without the help of an adult, because with just one click, money can be gone for good.
Congratulations on defending your dissertation. You did so well.
Thanks so much. But you spent much too much money, dear Professor.
Oh, nothing is too much for you, Elisa. Yes, and I'll make sure that the plant is taken care of properly. It will get watered and fed every single day.
And I'll watch you, so I can tell you how you're supposed to be watering them.
The trampoline.
Tula, do you know where Simka is? Uh-huh. Found you, Simka.
Tula, why'd you tell him where I was hiding?
Hey, what's going on?
I'm in a bad mood today, that's all.
Then play hide and seek with us. That'll make your mood get better.
It won't do anything. I'm gonna be in a bad mood today. That's what my horoscope tells me.
What?
That's a joke, right? Fixies don't believe in all that nonsense.
Some people believe that the stars and planets have control over what happens in our lives. If you slip on a banana peel, it's Jupiter's fault. If you win a competition, say thank you to Mars. People even make up horoscopes or predictions to try and figure out who's going to be lucky on a given day and who's not. Of course, it would be nice to know what the future holds beforehand. But to this day, scientists have still not found any evidence that horoscopes can actually predict the future. Obviously, some predictions can happen coincidentally, but we shouldn't count on those predictions coming true. Everything is in your own hands. It feels much better to know that your success comes as the result of your hard work, and not because of the turn of some planet.
But I really am having a terrible day today. That means the horoscopes aren't nonsense.
I say we check and find out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Music's great for lifting your spirits.
Now without this little part, everything just falls apart. If you think a screw is knocking, take it out, but just beware. Everything will break without a...
Nolik, do you have that huge brush? For what? So we can tickle Tula.
Hey, what's that for?
Tula. Hey, where are you going? Wait, I'm gonna cheer you up.
How about we make her a fun house?
Whoa. Oh, this really isn't funny at all.
Oh, here's something we gotta try with Tula. Research by scientists has proven that your mood can improve by jumping on a trampoline. It's not too hard to build a trampoline. Springs are attached to a metal frame on one side and a durable fabric on the other. Some trampolines are like big balloons that are inflated with an air pump, and they can look like a ship or a castle or even a mountain. It's fun to jump high on a trampoline, but safety rules always come first. Otherwise, you can easily fall or strain a muscle. It's better just to jump for fun and let the acrobats perform their complicated trampoline feats.
We don't have a trampoline, do we?
Wait, I got an idea. Stay here. I'll be right back.
Hang on, I want to go with you. It might work.
It looks like a gelatin mold.
No, it's not. I've tested it. Come on, jump with me.
And Simka?
We'll start without her. That way you'll be happy when she gets here. Let's jump?
I'm sure it won't work.
Just give it a try. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! Help! Save us!
Nolik?
Yeah!
A horoscope against a trampoline. It's not a fair fight.
But that's not a trampoline. It's a dessert.
What's the difference anyway? It's like I already said. Today the whole world's against me.
What is this? Whoa! Look, I'm flying!
Where's that bad mood of yours that you said was predicted by the horoscope?
Huh? It went away!
Told ya. And just so you know, Digit's the one who built you this trampoline so you'd feel better.
Digit, you're splendid. Actually, today's horoscope also predicted that it's gonna be...
Tula, you can't help yourself, can you?
The pen.
Not here either.
Tom Thomas, are you looking for me?
No, for a red pen. I need it right now.
What do you need it for?
Here, look what my teacher wrote in my assignment book.
Bad behavior during the lesson, fidgeting, and talking. What are you gonna do with a red pen? Your teacher left something out?
I thought maybe, I could fix it a bit. I hope I find that pen. Oh, whoop. Oh, whoop. Oh.
Oh, wow. Good catch. So, what do you want to fix on it?
I'll just add a couple of no's, and then it will say that I had no bad behavior during the lesson, no fidgeting, and no talking. See, no problem.
Cool. And then add this at the end. Tom Thomas is a perfect student.
Nah, then they would guess I did it. What, is it clogged up? A little scribble will do it.
That's not a pen, it's more like a penknife. Oh, look, the ball's missing.
What ball? It's a pen.
It's a pen, but it's a ballpoint pen. Old-fashioned pens work by dipping the pen into a jar of ink. But with a ballpoint pen, the ink is stored inside of a tube that has a metal tip on the end with a small steel ball. Well, small for humans, that is, but of course, for Fixies, it's quite large. When you drag the pen across the paper, the ball spins around and gets ink on it from inside the tube. Then it turns over and the ink rolls out onto the paper. So without the ball, a ballpoint pen won't write at all.
So what am I going to do? That's my only red pen.
Hi, everybody. Why do you look so sad? We lost the ball from the tip of this pen. Where?
It's here somewhere.
Then you're in luck, boys. In the pack-a-mat, there's a metal detector. You can use it to find different kinds of metal objects.
Nah, that's not it.
I can see that myself. It's not on the table, Nolik.
Until not that long ago, humans used pens that had to be dipped over and over again into an inkwell. This was quite inconvenient, and so to make writing easier, the fountain pen was invented. A fountain pen could be filled up with ink, so it could write for a much longer time. But fountain pens would often leak, leaving blots of ink on the paper. This problem was solved with the invention of the ballpoint pen. Ballpoint pens are simple, handy, and reliable, except that you can't write with them on a wall or upside down for a long time. That's because the ball uses up the ink on it, and the ink can't flow up to the tip. But even this problem has been solved. There are now special ballpoint pens that can be used by astronauts floating in space.
Is this the one? You're right. That's it. Don't you just see how awesome my metal detector is? Is that what you're calling me now? Yeah! Tom Thomas, help us. And now! Tidish!
Cool.
By the way, what do you need the red pen for? Well, Tom Thomas and I needed to fix something in his assignment book. What? If I knew that, I wouldn't have helped you out.
So no fidgeting and no talking.
And your teacher, she writes in your assignment book when you behave well?
Uh-huh. Whenever we behave well, she writes a note in our books right away.
Ah.
Did you see, Simka? How Tom Thomas managed to outsmart everybody?
Since I see nothing else here from your teacher, does that mean you behaved badly the other days?
Uh-huh. What? Well,
Did you see, Nolik? How Tom Thomas just managed to outsmart himself?
The piano.
We got your phone checked and cleaned up.
Great. Thanks, Fixies. You're lucky you got Fixies here. In our house, the piano's broken, and we got no one to repair it.
A piano? You got one for real?
Wait a second. Maybe you could try.
A piano? I can do it. Do you know how it works? You're gonna tell me, right? A piano is a string, percussion, and keyboard instrument all under one lid with a full-blown mechanism inside. Every one of the keys has a hammer attached to it. When you press a key, the hammer strikes a string and it starts vibrating. That's how the sound is born. The thinner and shorter the string, the higher the sound. The longer, the lower. Pianos come in different shapes and sizes, but making beautiful music is something you can do on any piano. Your room is beautiful. So, where's the piano in here?
You're standing on it, Nolik.
Really? I thought it would be huge. And where are those little hammers?
There are no hammers. It's electric. There's no sound either.
I'll go in and check. Oh, now I see what's broken. We have contact. Tidish!
Tidish.
What? Ah, I didn't tighten it up. Sure enough. What a scatterbrain.
Yoo-hoo! Who are you?
Who are you?
This is my home. I want to know what you're doing inside here.
Tightening the screw.
Who asked you to do that?
Katya.
That human girl that lives here? Right, very funny.
I'm friends with that human.
Hey, let go of that.
No way in the world.
Hey, are you all right there? Did you bang yourself hard?
Yeah, so hard I'm seeing double.
What's your name, dude?
Nolik.
Sure it's not Speck? I'm joking. I'm Tweak, and that's my brother, Geek. Him and I are twins. You know what that is? Do you know how Geek and I became twins? There once was a very hard-working inventor who needed to make two identical gears with very thin edges. He worked day and night, carving, grinding, and polishing those parts, putting his heart and soul into it, until those two gears looked identical. And as you already know, when a piece of soul goes into making something, a Fixie appears. And in this case, there was enough soul for two of us. But our lives changed when the inventor died. We got picked up together with his other things and dropped off at the dump. Without any work to do to stay charged, we just zonked out. If it weren't for a chance meeting, we would have perished. Hey, Tweak, don't tell them everything at once. We got time. Is that human really your friend?
Uh-huh.
But Fixies aren't supposed to mix with humans.
Well, Fixies aren't supposed to break things either.
But it's just because that human girl is...
Katya!
Katya. How do you put it? The piano's not her thing.
Nolik!
That's for you?
Yep.
You got the guts to introduce us to her?
I thought Fixies aren't supposed to mix with humans.
But you're friends with Katya. That means she's a human you can trust.
First comes the piano.
Well, we warned you, Nolik.
Are you all done?
Turn it on!
Oh no, here we go again.
They take care of our machines. Irons, phones, and toasters. Threes and TV screens.
Katya, stop!
How come? You don't like it?
That's not it. It's good. And a really good song. And super loud. Only you don't want to scare all the Fixies off, do you?
Scare what Fixies off?
This is Tweak, and this is Geek.
Not quite. My name's Tweak, and mine's Geek.
Ah! We've got Fixies living here. Thanks for your help.
We're always here to help you.
Thanks a lot. Only now I got my own Fixies. You've never met them.
New Fixies?
Only, shh, don't tell anybody, because it's a secret.
Saving energy.
So, now you know how important it is to save energy. Yes, there we go. Your lesson is over, and you're free to leave now.
Nolik, where are you going? It's our chore day.
I can't help you. I'm doing something else.
How interesting. And what is that?
I gotta save a bunch of energy. Oh.
Save what?
Did you forget what Grandpa's told us?
Modern appliances are designed to save energy. All of today's tablets, notebooks, and phones are equipped with a special power-saving mode that lowers the brightness of the screen so the programs don't consume the electrical charge too quickly, and the device can run longer. Appliances like TVs and microwaves should be turned off when they're not being used. And of course, every time you leave the room, remember to turn off the lights.
I don't know about you, but I think Nolik is just being lazy. He doesn't care at all about saving energy. Hey, I think I've got a good idea. Let's try it.
An energy-conserving, fuel-efficient Fixie. That sounds really cool.
So, can I leave now?
No. You gotta stay.
You lose all of your energy along the way.
All right, I can stay with you and watch you do all the chores together. Simka, it's still dirty over here by the fan.
And what would we have done without your valuable advice here?
Guys, can you be more careful? Look, it's dirty.
And all that yapping? Uses lots of energy too, you know.
That looks hard. Why are you trying to lift it up? Why don't you tilt it? To the side. No, the other one.
I'm so glad that at least one of us is saving his energy.
Well done. You're really a good team, you guys. Next, that corner could use some cleaning.
Will you help us, Nolik?
Nah, I haven't saved enough energy yet. Hey, where did you disappear to, huh? Guys, who's gonna take care of the chores?
Simka! Pass the ball!
Lousy shot!
My turn.
Hey, what are you doing?
I thought that...
No, Nolik, you need to rest.
If saving energy is your aim, Then you mustn't play a game.
Oh.
Some appliances consume too much energy, while others work really well. They can do the same amount of work with less electricity. Today, new appliances come with a special sticker that has colored bars on it. If the red bar is highlighted, then there's an energy hog in front of you. And if it's the green bar that's marked, then it's an Energy Star Class A appliance. By conserving energy, the appliance helps our environment. And you can do your part to help the planet too. For instance, your fridge. Close the door tightly and don't put hot food inside so it doesn't have to waste energy. And if you spend less time in front of tablets and smartphones, then you won't need to charge them as often. And rather than reading inside under an electric light, you can save energy reading by the light of the sun. Want to play? What about conserving energy?
I've conserved a lot of energy. It's true. A ton. Catch it, Geek. Tweak, here. Hey, play the game. Come on.
Don't you think maybe it's our turn, to conserve a little energy too?
And what do you want me to do? Play by myself?
I know a great way that you can apply all of that stored power that you have.
Nolik, make sure that you clean it well. There's still some dirt over there. To your right.
And what would you have done without our valuable advice here?
How about you help me out?
Some other time.
Because today we're
energy-saving, fuel-efficient Fixies.
The eraser.
Nolik, did you get your homework done?
Uh-huh.
Then what is it that won't let electricity pass?
An electrician? Maybe I won't get called on.
Maybe I can cast you a spell for good luck.
I wish I had a good luck charm that could protect against getting bad marks.
If you would just do your homework, you wouldn't need to depend on magic.
Simka, wait a sec. For my tests, I use this lucky charm a lot.
That's an eraser.
But a special one. It helped me get A's on my last few tests.
Tom Thomas, please let me use it, just for one day.
You? Well, I don't know. All right, just be careful with it.
It's so heavy.
It must be from all of that luck inside of it.
Since long ago, there are many people who believe that charms can bring good luck to them and protect them from all sorts of problems. Their charms can be any ordinary object, like a looking glass, a pen, or a doll. There are other people who believe that stones, feathers, or animal fangs can have magic properties. In ancient times, even a handful of sand could be regarded as a lucky charm. Before going on a trip, travelers poured it into their pockets in order to ensure their safe return home. Yes, stories about the magical powers of objects sound appealing, but so far, scientists have not been able to confirm any of them. That's why it's important to remember that you won't solve your problems with the power of a lucky charm, but rather with the power of your own mind. Nolik, you're late for class. And what did you bring the eraser for? Let's see. First, we're going to hear from...
Maybe it'll help me too, Nolik?
Hey, leave it alone.
Simka, can you tell us, what is that?
That's an electric circuit with a lamp.
That's right. And who is going to tell us
It's working.
why the light bulb in this circuit is glowing?
Do you want to try it?
Digit, the light bulb is glowing. Can you tell us why?
Yeah, because there's a filament inside the lamp.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets heated up by the electricity running through the wires.
Just a coincidence.
Can I try it too?
Go ahead. There's enough luck for everyone.
I'd look at my homework if I were you.
today. I'm asking you for the third time. What is it that won't let the electricity pass?
Wait a sec.
He needs a second for his charm to give him the answer.
Ah, that's what it is. And so?
And nothing. It helped everyone else but me today.
Actually, your charm does hold the answer. Can you tell us what it's made out of?
It's made out of eraser.
And erasers are made out of what?
We can't keep stretching our lesson out like rubber.
Is it rubber?
Erasers come in all shapes and sizes. They're made out of rubber, a material derived from latex, the sap harvested from rubber trees that grow in tropical countries. Although today, most rubber is a synthetic made at factories. The rubber sap is mixed with dyes and sulfur to help it solidify, and then the mass is heated and formed into a sheet. After the sheet cools, it's cut into pieces that can be used as erasers. By the way, the very first erasers weren't made from rubber, but from bread.
You mean rubber won't let any electricity pass at all?
Well, you're absolutely right. Want to check it?
It really works! It doesn't work!
Well done, Nolik.
How was it? Did you get some luck from my charm?
For sure.
You're kidding, right? I was just joking. It's just a plain old eraser.
No, not at all. I got an A using it at school today. But I know I'll be even luckier if I do my schoolwork.
Are you sure? 'Cause Tom Thomas might have another one of those good luck charms around here.
The stapler.
Tom Thomas gets the ball. He makes an incredible move. He's wide open. The goalie sees him and he screams in horror. He shoots and score!
Yay! Tom Thomas, stop kicking that ball. Your school concert starts in 30 minutes, and I don't want to iron your pants again.
All right, Mom.
Just one more time, huh?
No, I'm sorry. Mom said I have to quit kicking the ball. But Mom said nothing about dribbling the ball.
Go, you can do it, Tom. You can do it. Yeah!
Ah!
Whoa!
Tom Thomas, your pants.
This can't be. These are my special concert pants. Ugh.
Yeah, how will you go now? Well, your mom does have enough time to sew them.
I'm scared to even tell her about it. She said that I had to stop playing.
Hey, I've got it! Here!
You think we should fix the rip in his pants with a stapler?
Yeah, isn't it a good idea?
I gotta try it out.
You do.
Like this?
Stop!
Why? What's wrong?
My nose itches. That's all. Let's go.
You're right, Nolik. It works.
That is super!
Yeah, the stapler's really great. Do you guys know how it works?
Just keep stapling and I'll tell you. The staples for a stapler are lightly glued together. That way you can load many staples at once instead of one at a time. And a spring pushes the staples to the front. When you push down on the arm, a metal tooth pushes the front staple down through a thin space. And the staple punches holes in the paper. Next, the pointy ends of the staple push down onto a plate. And that makes the staple bend behind the paper. And there you go. The papers are fastened.
So you could say that we're sewing, but using a stapler instead of a needle.
Yeah, and it works even faster. Huh? What's going on?
Could it have run out of staples? There's still a lot more staples, but one of them got jammed here in the slot.
Tom Thomas, we're leaving in 5 minutes.
Okay, Mom. So, did you get it?
No. Why don't we get Papa's to help us? Because he's really strong and he's got a pack-a-mat.
We can do this ourselves. Tom Thomas, find something we can use to push that staple out.
The stapler is not a very new invention. It's been said that the French king, King Louis XV, had a stapler made out of gold and precious gems. Unfortunately, it could only hold one staple at a time. Modern staplers are much more convenient, and people have come up with so many kinds for paper, for plywood, and even for skin. Yes, surgeons often use them during operations. Then there's the staple gun that's used to upholster furniture. And its older brother, the nail gun, can even be used to hold together the walls of a building. And here's an invention almost as important as a stapler. It's the staple remover. With its help, it's possible to remove the staples put in by a stapler.
How about the screwdriver?
That'll work.
Look, the screwdriver fits perfectly into the slot.
Ah, that's great. Now push that staple through, only keep your fingers out of the way, or you won't finish sewing.
Tadish!
It's still not Tadish. You haven't fixed your pants yet.
That's it, they're done.
Now we can say, Tadish!
Tom Thomas, are you ready?
Of course.
My idea with the stapler was smart, wasn't it? And Tom Thomas's mother won't notice a thing.
Will too. Just wait till she washes them.